Hello, everyone, and welcome to another episode of Scheduled Conflicts. Hi.
Wow.
Hi.
Woo! Woo!
Wow.
Take that, power. We're here.
Severe thunderstorm warning my ass. We're here. We're playing.
Tempting fate. Stream dies right there.
That was literally my call outpost to Thor, God of Thunder.
Lightning hits me in the other room. Ow! I'm okay.
Thanks, Red. You took a lightning bolt for our power supply.
Ding.
But anyway, y'all remember what happened last time?
We beat a
Yeah,
I would say so.
fucking demigod
Titan.
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 Didn't stand a
Dude.
chance.
In a sense, yes. Fire giant Lord Grazgar became one with the primordial forces that become a temporary scion for the primordial. But his attempt to defeat you had failed. He is now left as a charcoal-esque corpse lying at the foot of the dwarven throne of Durandaron. Is a great victory for the Sanguine Band, for dwarven kind. So, the next steps are unknown. Sure, there are ideas that might be floating about across the Hollow Highlands, but a vacuum has now been for the next in line to try to fill in the new king of Durandaron.
Are we popping in just right after the fight?
Essentially, yes.
Okay. Mental brain, that's all. Is everyone all right?
I am the dangerous pass, so I would say so.
Doing good here.
So far, so good.
Tyrannos, how are you doing?
Never better. Collapses back onto dawning.
Well, that took a lot out of us, actually. John, are you all right?
A bit singed, but I'm okay.
Good. He was a little more prepared than I thought. I didn't expect him to do that. Point to the husk of a giant charcoal body. Like, that was different. And the floor is kind of messed up.
Alafi, roll me a history check.
All right, let's see how the dice are feeling today. Hey, yeah. 7.
Yeah, no. Whatever Grazgar did must have been some closely kept secret, either between the giants, dwarven kind, or primordials themselves. Like you figure he tapped into some hidden power that has been kept secret for a long time.
I think that was his last-ditch effort in case Gaia, if he did acquire the weapon, that might have been what his ace in the hole would have been.
I imagine it's not dissimilar to the ancestral power that Drana holds, actually.
Could be
I
that.
mean, my power is granted to me by my ancestors. I cannot tell you what he did.
Must have been an elemental thingy. Like with the weirds and whatnot, remember? When they were trying to do all...
We could always chalk it up to cheating.
That could be that too.
Yeah.
Does anyone need healing? I know
Absolutely, but I think. Well, actually, I don't even know how best to do this because this town is still under fire giant control technically.
Correct. We can at least take a minute under the green bulb that I can grab if I'm not melted. No, not that one. That was a napkin I was saving. No, it's just like looking through his like pockets.
So, do we cut off his head and show it to the rest of the fire giants, or
That seems a bit much.
what do we want?
Brutish.
A bit
Ah.
macabre, if you would.
Mhm.
Macabre, but yes.
I think
Oh,
the
yes.
I mean,
fact
if it
that
sends the message that his leader is dead.
I think wandering out of the Dwarven Palace alone signifier enough. He wouldn't have allowed us to leave.
Yes, his
Wouldn't
warriors
allow
would
us
have
to
known
leave
of
in
what's
general.
going on.
He wouldn't have allowed us to leave at all.
Exactly.
But it must be known. But a minute of healing wouldn't be bad. We could all at least take a second under the light of my feel good energy.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
I think that would work. And then we at least get a little bit of some healing in case one person decides to set up. We just, disintegrate him or something.
Sorry, my disintegration spell's out.
Well, they
I
don't know
used that on the
that.
shield.
They don't know. They don't know that. like,
They would
Yeah,
know that
yeah.
if they paid attention to the battle.
well, the door was.
This is an
closed.
empty throne room, Payne.
They don't know how many shots you got.
True.
I don't know. You sure you don't have one in the chamber? Pain?
I don't, but doesn't mean I couldn't lie.
Well, there's the light bulb. As Joss pulls off his wig and screws on top of his head. There we go. Everyone, come on close by real quick, and I'll cast my healing spirit.
Flop.
Yeah, and I will do. Let's see. Let me just double check it. Healing. All right. I think that's the one. Yeah, it's not the intelligence spirit. It's Sorry, I literally know off the top of my head whatever it was. But yeah, I'll cast that.
Healing spirit?
Not healing spirit. Let me look it up real quick. But yes, keep talking. I'll find it out. I literally had it written down. I was like, where did I put it? Aura vitality. That's it. Aura vitality.
There we go.
That's my brain. Brain. Yes. There we go. Yep. Aura vitality for everyone. It will be, if we do it for the whole minute, it would be 2d6 for basically 10 rounds. So 20d6.
That sounds fantastic. Yeah.
How many do we get?
20
Let me see. No tabletop.
Oh, you're right.
Don't die. Don't die on me. Okay. 2, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 18, 20.
Is that split amongst us, or is it 20 each?
20 each.
Oh, okay.
54. I think plus, let me see if it adds my charisma. Nope, just 20d6. So 54.
You only rolled 17 dice.
All right, 54 plus.
No. Ruby, you don't roll.
No, that's me.
67.
54 plus 67. 67. Sorry. Yep.
Okay.
And that will go for a minute as the bulb just flickers off. Like, all right. How's that for everybody?
Much better.
Oh, good. Yes.
Elafi's still bloodied, says much better.
Chunk of blood. I feel better.
Just a little
Every time-
singed around the ankles.
Every time I think Alafi's really beat up, I think Brock Sampson and he comes out of the space. Just, I'm good. Like, I'm gonna sit down for a second. Like, oh, boy, that looks bad. Nah.
Okay. So there's still some things that we need to talk about for after we get out of here, but we get out, we let them know their leader is dead, and then what? We wait for them to just either surrender or we take them along.
The fire giants need to know that there's new power bound here.
That's the thing, is that who's going to take power?
Uh,
isn't here.
who would be the next legitimate leader to the dwarven throne? I don't know the dwarven.
May I make a
lineage.
history check?
Sure.
Yes,
Yeah.
between you and dwarf history.
No.
I would ask for advantage, but I'm not going to.
Don't worry about it.
11.
Yeah, no. While the Emberlights were important to, like, dwarven history, they weren't attached to any sense of royal lineage when it comes to dwarven kind. You imagine, however, that under Gaia's control, might always makes right. And you killed the mightiest giant there is.
It's true.
As far as Durandoral's concerned.
Mm-hmm.
So we just run this town?
Well,
No,
you know our
that-
luck with running cities. It didn't turn out well.
To be honest, who's gonna stop us?
Mm-hmm.
The last time we left a surrogate leader, didn't really end well.
Last time you left a surrogate leader, you were worried sick about them. You almost went there for
Well-
them.
Right. And I don't want to make a suggestion, but off the immediate thought I thought about would be, and Joust just points to Tyrando's death bow.
You were here for the
Yes.
battle. You know a lot.
It was his desire to kill Firelord Grazgar, and that did happen.
My desire for death was... did that.
The desire for new leadership comes from my promise to Morgrad.
And this would be a home for your people, Tyrandos.
I doubt the Furbolgs are going to take this as their home.
True. Very true. I think first things first, we must announce the death of Firelord Grazgar and at least make the trip over to Sanguine Band. Perhaps they might know a bit more on the dwarven customs who would be lay claim to the throne.
There are also dwarves here. I suspect the fire giants might try and make one of us the leader, though.
But either way, they must know what has been done here today. And that the weapon that can kill a god is amongst this world.
Yeah, and I don't think Gaia will let us leave with it. At least not live peacefully with it.
Right.
And maybe don't
But she
mention
knows
that
what this
part.
is for. Apologies.
Deathbow was pretty much saying, then don't tell him that part.
Right. Seems like a good point. Drana, do you want to put that away, perhaps, then?
We probably
Um,
shouldn't be announcing it if we're going to spring this on its intended target anyway.
True,
mean,
true.
I
It's
can tell
better if
you
we don't. I'm
right
kind of in the
now
same camp as Deathbow, yeah.
that the gods already know this is here.
One of them
yeah.
does.
One
It
does.
doesn't mean that he's going to share that information, and even then, we still have words to discuss with him regarding the forge itself.
Right. But should we get out of here? It's so hot in here.
Yeah, I'm boiling.
Yeah, I literally am. Just like temperature gauge is bubbling. Like a tea kettle. Ah! It's like hang on to my head. Who
No.
knows? Oh, are we gonna teleport in lava? Who knows?
Wow. In my search for the one we've been using, I found the one I intended to use from the very beginning.
Wow! Thanks, universe. Thanks,
Classic,
fucking
truly.
universe.
It makes so less sense now if I showed it to you. Yeah, I'm just gonna show it.
Let's
Yeah.
see. Behind the scenes, everyone. D&D is hard. Like,
Running D&D show is harder.
true.
Oh
Oh.
my!
That is sick, actually.
You know what? Fuck it. This is
Fuck it, this
freaking
is actually
Durandal now.
Wow, they really remodeled since we've been inside, guys.
Yeah,
Come out
not-
wow.
it's
It's
not
always
lava
been like
rivers
this.
anymore. It's just river.
I guess the lava rewrote it to a full water stream.
We were in there for 200
The
years.
mines are here.
That's actually sick, like design-wise.
It
Everything
makes
makes
so
sense.
much more sense now.
I mean, the whole open square too. That's the main town square. Yeah, sick. The giant dwarven statues around this Colosseum-esque thing. Sick.
Ugh. Glad I found this one again. Anyway. You're gonna leave the palace?
Yeah, I guess once we go through the door that was closed.
Laffy, do you want me to get their attention so that all eyes are on us?
I am not sure if that'll be entirely necessary. I'm sure they're already watching.
I mean, I was ready to fire a bullet in the air, but that's fine.
Well, to be fair, you snuck in.
It's true, they didn't try to make anything particular happen, but I don't know. Primordial energy is pretty unique.
Mm-hmm. I believe the old saying is that if one is to kill a king, he doesn't do it like we did. He does it in the open so that all can see.
Yeah, well,
It's not how assassins work.
yeah.
Well,
Mhm.
Yeah.
We also didn't really get a chance to create an audience here.
True.
Just walk out screaming, "Are you not entertained?"
I think I've
Nice.
heard that before.
I mean, I could do that. That's things about that. If there's anyone who gets attention, I am very annoying.
You have to give me $5.
$5 American.
I mean, the moment you walk out of the palace unattended, as
True.
you know, not giants or dwarfs, they're gonna see you.
I mean, there were the two guys literally right in front of it too, like the two.
Like there were
garrison.
there were giants on ramparts, like watching the palace. There were giants on the streets.
True.
Like it was martial law, and like the fire giant, quote unquote, military was about.
Right. The forces are out. Yeah. Yeah, but I guess we'd go out the front door to right in front of those guards. Yeah.
It would essentially be like you walk out of the palace, you're going down the grand hallway that leads out to the courtyard. Giants will spot you and be like, "What the hell?"
I can't really think of any other way to do this.
Dun-dun-dun. Dun-dun-dun. The doors open to the throne to see
I
everything.
feel like we should at least have some proof that their leader is dead. That's just
They
me.
can go in and check it themselves.
Sure, but who's to say that they won't take the throne themselves?
And they'll
Try to
die.
Fill the vacuum.
I
Yeah.
said it to the primordial. I'll say it here again. If another fire giant tries to take power, and use that power for
We could just tell Gaia.
what I can only call evil. I will kill them again.
True. We did it with Pirate City. We do it again here. I mean, we don't need a repeat of the same thing. We probably learned from our mistakes last time.
Gaia's never been one to like directly choose something. We may be able to get Gaia to choose Gaia. We may be able to get Gaia to choose a new leader, but I highly doubt she'll do much beyond that.
Right. Wait, her name isn't Jaya? Oh boy.
No, Joust.
Oh. Oh my.
Do you think it was?
I thought it was Jaya. Jaya Big Lady.
Anyway,
It's an accurate description.
Yeah. I didn't know her name. Didn't ask. Yep, let's head on down. Doop, 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 doop. Make way for Prince Ali. Jolly Green Gaia. That's what I thought her real name was.
Queen Jaya.
Jolly Green Jaya.
Vegetables.
No. I prefer steak. Mmm. Mm.
So, on cue, you open the doors and begin to make your way out of the palace as giants begin to see you. Hear, much like you tried to recreate back at the prison, a war horn sounding the giants to your area.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
With full HP. Continue down, you begin to hear like the winches of gargantuan bastilas taking aim at you. Hear the footsteps of giants taking formation out at the plaza for your approach.
Power vacuums are so annoying. What do you guys think the odds are we can convince these giants to go Republic instead? Well, I feel speaking giantish. Your king is dead. I think by the rules of your land, that makes me your king. If anyone else is going to try and challenge this, now's your chance. So me and my honor guard here are truly a force to be reckoned with.
Okay, hello, welcome to the bakery. Giants stand stalwart in a row. Very much prepared for fighting, but also sense that rudderlessness to them, that sense of direction that was once there, gone.
Ascension.
First, the gates were compromised. Then we were ordered to fill in our prisons. And here you stand, walking out of the palace like you own the place. Firelord Grazgar, dead.
Mm-hmm.
Head
Times are
turn.
changing.
See heads turn as they sort of like face each other. The giants take their blades off their shoulders and in a row just sink their swords in the ground.
Happy we understand.
Our greatest defenses and our strongest king could not defeat you. The rest of us don't have a chance in hell. The fire giants succeed to your power.
There's a reason when we entered the Hollow Highlands, Gaia called our name. If everyone else had listened, then not as many people would have had to die.
On the
Lots of
contrary,
stuff going on.
Gaia announced you as a chance for glory.
Sure, keep telling yourself that.
No. By their minds, it makes perfect sense. You can end this martial law. I don't know which one of you has the power now.
Leave you,
I was
Lord
gonna say
Alafi.
Ooh.
Ooh.
I believe you should command that the people are free in the martial law of descent.
Hey, don't tell him what to do. Don't tell him what to do. He can go on his own terms.
It's his kingdom.
Yeah.
Yeah,
you're
his
right.
kingdom, he gets to do what he wishes.
Yeah,
Yeah,
well,
Joss,
Brow is furrowed as the Sanguine Band are like, no, that's his kingdom.
Joss thinks
he'll
about
do
it.
whatever
Like,
he
oh, no.
wants.
No, Joss thinks about, oh yeah, he is the Fire Lord now, right?
Firelord Laffy. Oh my god.
Oh
I have no
God,
Lord of
Prince Deathbow, as he just sort of like
Let's tap. Oh! Joss thinks about, oh.
Congratulations, you're royalty now.
Do you want me to disown you? I can do that if you want.
I don't know how any of this works.
I mean, I'm used to marriage and succession, not punching your way to king.
Okay, well, regardless, we can declare martial law over. Open the gates for trade, and I'd like to meet and talk with any. Nope, there's no way to do this in a non-grandiose way. Sanguine Band, we're staying here for a day. I need time.
By your command, Fire Lord.
Stop that.
No, I'm not.
Yes, Firelord.
I'm
Anything
going
you
to
say,
make you
Firelord.
stop that. I can make you shut up for at least 6 seconds, Joust.
As he walks away, he says, "Bitch says what? What?"
This is hilarious. I
What?
don't know what you're talking about.
No, I, Lord Alafi.
Sanguine Band, if you could, help me with what's about to happen. We need a
might have
day.
suggestion.
To set things up here, I am going to hold a meeting here in this square.
We'd be happy to help.
Let's say 4 hours from now. Can I get you all to help the fire giants make sure that the dwarves understand that things are safe, and to bring anyone who was a prisoner here in the forefront as well?
Will there be consequences for these fire giants and their martial law deeds?
We'll gather anyone with any semblance of authority left and bring them to you.
Perfect.
There's a lot to discuss after what's happened here.
Exactly.
Very well, Lord Alafi.
Punishment for
We
the
will go.
giants? It's not for me to decide. Their peers will decide.
Actually, it is. I just says finger up.
It is
And
for you to
I,
decide.
as the giants start to walk off, and I can give the power back to the people.
Take the
Using
power
power
back
for revenge isn't
Gonna rage against machines.
Because freedom is free. But
revenge isn't the best way to do things.
no.
Are you sure?
Yes,
We
you're
kind of
right,
just
Hello.
did.
You see, this is the issue. Do as I say, not as I do isn't going to look very good, especially in a place like the Hollow Highlands.
Yeah, so maybe not use that term of phrase. I'm just saying.
Okay, so we do it, but never again.
Yes.
If I had
Basically, the
Do
line
I
of
not
secession
true.
ends here.
Not
Yes.
entirely true. We are planning on killing a god.
Okay, so
So-
That's not
here,
revenge,
but
that's
never
entirely
again.
deserved.
So there, but never again here.
Yeah, kind of is what he's saying. I don't agree, but
What a
you know,
joke.
I mean, you've gotten to know us over the past couple months. You should have realized something along those lines was coming.
In a world where the gods attempt to maintain their order as they see fit, it is without a doubt in the nature of the people in that world to cause chaos and eventually disrupt their power. It's of my opinion that the
The power should go to the people.
age that is the rule of the gods is ending with us.
It is the age of man. Yes. Or mankind.
With that being said, though, there should be at least a meeting among ourselves afterwards, so that we can decide what to do next.
Oh,
about the
I gave us
gods.
4 hours before we do anything here. We got time to talk now, which is what we
Okay.
needed.
Fine.
Wonderful.
Just
4
start
hours in the
drawing. You said
random
you had
name generator to
suggestions?
find leaders for you.
Don't worry, this is going to
Just-
be a ton of talking amongst the group. We got you covered.
Just the thought, we now have an army that can burn down a forest.
We want people to have places to live once we're done, Trot.
Yeah.
like
Yeah, but if she is her land, then we need to scorch it
Okay.
anyway.
Okay. See, here's the thing. I'm thinking that we do need at least a regiment from the Reigning Vale, right? At least some small force that they could lend us after we've helped them. You know?
They gave us a force.
Exactly.
Yeah,
So-
you're in charge of it,
Talking-
Trina.
Ilafi's also going to open his book and write to both the sisters, letting them know that Grazgar has been killed.
Let the people know, yes.
And the fire giants called me king.
Yeah, Lord Alafi. You gotta sign
Mhm.
it. Yeah, don't forget to sign it. Just like, yeah. I'm already
So,
making a marble
here's-
bust. Ching, ching,
Here's what I'm
ching.
thinking. Here's what I'm thinking. If we have a force in the Reigning Vale now,
Mhm.
what do you think that maybe we would need to do in order to get one from Falling Fire?
Hmm.
You think
Well-
the people of Falling Fire will help us after rumors and everything else? The wanted posters?
They're not chasing us after and after everything that happened back on the bridge. So, I guess what I would like to do is talk to Ophelia about it and see if maybe there might be some kind of agreement that could be made. Especially if, like, we have friends in the Saints now.
Unfortunately, if it does come to that, it would be brought to the eyes and ears of Keen.
That's kind of the point, yeah. I mean, if we're going to get favor from Khan, then we need Keen as well on the same
If
page. And I know that
we
that's
want
going
to
to be
try and
a
ask.
tall ask to get both brothers on the same page, but it'd be worth it to stop Elias.
We have the power to ask people questions from anywhere in the world directly into the mind, so they have no choice but to listen. We can ask those questions. I just don't guarantee a response.
That is true.
I
Or-
would rather talk to Ophelia face to face, and if not right now, then through a dream, if possible.
If anything, we can always just all go there in the morning and ask, or even you and me, Payne, could do it.
We have proven that the group of us can easily traverse any, even hostile city without being spotted.
Does anyone have a sending spell that we could send over to Ophelia and just ask when would be a good place to meet tomorrow?
Or, well, soonish. But let's actually see. I do.
If
Yes,
you got
I
the
believe
energy in
Toronto
you, then go
had it.
ahead.
Wait. All right. Sending spell to Ophelia.
Ophelia.
Ophelia, Pena would like to meet. You name a place, we'll be there tomorrow.
Also, Alafi, what pose looks good for you? Standing over Grazgar or stabbing him in the chest? Jaws is trying to draw it. Like, oh no, that's not
Jaws.
good.
Get background rumbling from Joust. There's a little static interference.
Okay, here's what we do.
Okay.
You see, you stand with me. Neither of us are on the throne, but the throne in the background, right? You remember what Morgran looks like? You were there.
Yes, I was there when I expelled his spirit and turned him into a ghost shark. Yes.
I need the ghostly visage of Morgran staring from over the empty throne
I can do that.
as Elafi is punching the teeth out of Grazgar's mouth.
And we're like in the background as like just back on silhouettes as an honor guard. Yes, we could do that. All right. I'll get working on that. Do you like finger painting or should it be a charcoal?
You can do whatever you want, Joust.
Oh boy.
Crayons.
He's like going like you like oh boy. Like a kid like oh boy.
Legitimately, he's a demigod. I'm pretty sure he can do whatever he wants. He's done things that I haven't seen anyone else do even close. Tyrannos. Your obligations here are done.
I believe I think he wanted to kill you, right?
Can we put a hold on
Circumstances
that?
change.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
Oh right.
Also, he's used his big killer move today, so he can't do it to me. Right?
5 finger palm of death.
He sort of just gives you a smile.
Plus, I believe that you two still have a conversation.
My victory is complete,
Mm-hmm.
which means my end of the bargain needs to be finished. A dragon looks over to Payne.
What kind of deal did you make to Calypso?
She gave me the power for revenge. Now I need to cure her of her madness. Like all the bows are meant to do.
Ah. Right.
We kill God next.
Elias, yes.
Good deal. Cool.
The maddening hex, of course.
But I believe it'll just be more scouting, reconnaissance for now.
Mhm.
Before I get
Do what
thrown
you
into
can.
lines like this again.
Yeah, do what you can.
Your duties for us, at least, are done.
I'm just gonna
I'll find
put a
us.
hand on Tyrandos' shoulder. Be sure to spend time with your dad while you can, yeah?
I think we spent enough time together already. Do not worry.
Guys,
He and I will be alive for hundreds of years yet. There will be time for that.
And what would you have me discuss, Pain? The shapes of rocks?
sure, whatever floats your fancy, I don't care.
Oh, that sounds so actually fun to talk about.
You keep drawing, Joust.
Please no.
Okay. Joust is just like,
Look,
could I put some rocks in the picture? No. I'm gonna work it out.
I'm just saying, and this is coming from my own experience of fucking bullshit from my own thing. Don't worry about me. But just make sure you have enough talks with your dad, yeah?
I hate to do this to you, Pain.
Well, he still loves me, right?
There you go.
Yeah. You have your own problems. I'm sure we'll be working through at some point. Tyrandos is his mind works very different than yours. Don't project onto him. It makes him feel awkward.
Fine.
Besides, I don't think Father has it in his heart to hate me. He hasn't already.
I never did.
Exactly.
But I know that you have other things you have to do, so I was just freeing you of any obligation to stick around.
You should know I'll be starting my journey west. Find a safe spot in Alaeus. God knows that she's already expecting some trouble.
We have other people that are potentially doing their best to infiltrate there as well.
Then I'll help in that cause.
If you could, since you're going to be passing through the Reigning Vale, it might take us a few days to get there.
I'll have to report back
imagine.
to Kong anyways.
Let them know that Firelord Grazgar has been defeated. Gaia has been recruited to our cause, so we may have an army of fire giants marching through, but no, it's not for war against them.
That's gonna be a difficult ask, but considering what you've done so far, perhaps my word will go a bit further than most.
All the magic people here are going to be doing a lot of talking into minds. We're going to be contacting them as well ourselves, but hearing it from you may help prove our point. Because you're an agent of them, you know. Why me?
There's your king now. That's why.
You are about
Lord,
to suggest
not king.
Oh, yeah, you're right, sorry.
You are about to suggest me as Lord. Still, an ironic retribution. Sort of like puts a hand on Alafi's shoulder.
I would call this possibly worse than death.
The exile Furbolg, now
Third.
lord over the people that once oppressed his people. I couldn't think of a more fitting place.
Elafi's
just
brow
thought-
is just furrowed.
I just thought of a title for the piece: "Return of the King." Oh, that's perfect. It's just like
That's
working
so
on it.
cliche.
That's so perfect.
That's fucking sick, Jess! Let's go!
I was never a king. I was just back in my
The-
tribe, I was just the guardian. That's all I
The
was.
the exiled king on a throne that was not his returns.
Neither of those are true.
Shut up,
Oh.
he's cooking!
You better stop the rumors now, or else there's gonna be books about you in a couple years.
Oh, I've
No,
already
no,
thought.
he's cooking! He's cooking! Let him cook!
I've already thought-
As Tyrannos just starts walking away.
Yeah,
I've already
yeah.
thought of the epic prose. Oh, this could be a 3-part play. Oh, just like wandering around. Oh, he's already like in a creative.
Oh.
Like, oh, the muses, they're with me. Like, oh.
Finally, he's acting like a bard!
Pain.
It's almost
Yeah,
almost like
yeah.
the
It's
robot devils like play from Futurama, like kind of thing.
There's stuff for you to do as well.
Yeah.
If you could, for the moment at least, those giants are going to be moving around supposedly freeing people. Can you just keep an eye on them? Make sure that they
Will
aren't
do.
doing anything uncouth?
That I can do.
Drana, I need your magic brain power, so don't go far.
I'll stay by your side, sir.
Sir, don't start with that.
Anything you want, my lord.
I'm
You might as well just start calling her Queen Drawn of the Pirates.
Oh man, everyone's got a cool title, but
What's
Joust.
wrong with
Joust
you?
is saying himself. Everyone's a king.
high passive perception. You're a demigod, Joe. Shut up.
That
Your
doesn't
title is
sound-
demigod.
Yeah, that sounds lame. Like Joust the demigod. Bleh. Why not
You
Joust
have-
Joust the witty, Joust the cunning? No,
You
no,
have
no.
power over the weave that no mage could hope to understand.
But that's
He
not
does deserve a proper
fun.
title, though. Just
How is that-
demigod is
okay,
kind
yeah.
of, you know.
I mean, Joust the chaos unbound or something that people would quake to hear. But no, it's
hey,
just
you know
Joust.
what? You know what? When we get to Falling Fire, we can ask William for some suggestions. How about that? Yeah.
I'm just saying, Joust the blue robot isn't as like terrifying to hear.
You'd be surprised at what children can come up with their imagination. Speaking of Falling
Ah.
Fire, Drona, any word back from Ophelia yet?
Have I heard anything, Gum?
Interesting.
That's it?
No, sorry, I'm thinking.
Okay.
Wow, that's a pretty good.
Feel free to interrupt my conversation that I'm about to have. Tora, next for you. I
Yeah.
don't like this whole giving orders thing. It feels wrong. Everyone really does deserve the freedom. I don't currently have any need of your specific power, so maybe you'd best. I know I'm practically setting you guys up, of course, but best follow along in Payne's suit and make sure the fire giants aren't doing anything untoward to any of the dwarves, or vice versa for that matter. All things despite, I don't think revenge is good for these people. They're gonna need to learn to work together.
If you wish a meetup,
Yeah, I
meet
get-
us in the Soul District of Falling Fire.
Payne? She says to meet her in the Soul District of Falling Fire.
Okay, sounds good.
Which you would all
You
know
should
is
probably
the
inform the chat.
religious heart of the city.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
That is basically the High
Right.
Cathedral of Keen. Yeah, it's
Right.
like, oh boy.
Aside from
Fantastic.
the palace itself in the middle of Falling Fire, it is like the religious hub.
It's like it's like the oh god, what's it? Not like the Palace of Versailles, but like the Grand Cathedral of Paris. Like, wow,
I still
that's
remember the
big.
palace, yeah?
Oh yes,
Yeah.
we did a tour in other gardens once when William was like 6. Like, yes, it was
Cool. If
wonderful.
you remember the place, then we can just pop in there tomorrow, yeah?
Oh, I don't remember what it looks like. I know about it. I could get us there within like, I don't know, 20 miles? Probably.
You
I'd have to do the
remember-
calculations.
Fine.
We only
Do
need
what
to
you
be
got.
within a day's travel. So
I
if you
mean-
can teleport us to that
I
inn
could tell you-
that's supposedly burnt down.
I could teleport you to William's bedroom. I know that place inside and out very easily.
You know what? Sure. Why not? As long as it gets us there safely.
Also, God, would you want me to roll for me making an art piece for a lobby?
Do you have the supplies for it?
I have some crayons. Crowns, sorry, I call them crowns. For the Europeans in there. I have a little bit of some crowns and paper.
And did you get crayons?
I had loose children's supplies from in my bag I've never used. Toys, children's supplies, some crayons. They're really old and dried up, probably, or they melted probably in lava by now.
I mean, would you rather he do it like this, or would you rather he AI art this bullshit?
Well,
It's all shit. The hands are wrong. That's the only problem.
if Joust draws it, isn't it always AI art?
Well, see, here's the thing.
Oh.
Joust at least has some spirit in him.
Yeah, just has soul in him.
Yeah,
It's like
Joust
Tim-
has a
it's-
soul.
It's that Tim and Eric just.
Robots can never make art because the prerequisite of art is to be horny.
That is true.
Joust is ace, this is true. Shit.
Oh no. That is why it will never be true.
But no, if you wanted to do a crayon rendition of this depiction Alafi has described, you would have to give me an intelligence roll.
Straight intelligence. Okay.
Since you don't have
Yeah.
a proficiency
I
in
am
the
not
artistry
proficient in art
rules.
supplies. How about a 10? Yeah, all right, Alafi, that's you.
It is.
That's me. Like,
It's
like a
not.
child's drawing.
It's not to the level of like Sokka,
Okay.
but it's definitely not Katara.
It's stick figures with like a big like cow that's supposed to be Grazgar, and that's Grazgar. Why does he look like a cow? Well, he's charcoal now. That's why he's brown. I only had brown. I didn't have black. Just like, oh, yeah, it's not. And Jazz like, that's all right. I'm not really good at making hands. For some reason, I get too many fingers. Weird. I'll think about that. But yes, no, I do know the palace. They want you to meet there.
No, not the palace. The Soul District.
The Soul District. You want to go to the heart of. You want to go to the heart of there. Where the saint. Well, no, if the saints are all right, we should be okay. I mean, if we're still wanted, they'll arrest us like that. But
I don't think they have the power to stop us.
well, I don't want to hurt anyone.
We can just run away.
The pink part.
The pink part, yes. Yeah, I mean, all right. I mean, you know me, Alafi. I'm not one for conflict.
No, we'd have to run up a schedule for that. Hey-oh.
But yes. Should we all disperse to go at least check on your command, Lord Alafi?
I think the two of them ought to be able to handle it. Our capacity to keep things in check here is impressive, to say the least.
Right.
Drana, how many brain talking spells you got left?
If I push myself, I could do. If I push myself for as much as I need, I could do something like 5 or 6.
Oh, that is more than I expect.
Yeah.
If you could you send a message to Gaia? And let her know that Firelord Grazgar has been deposed. And then somewhere around here, there should be a teleporter that'll teleport us to that stone we were at before, where we met with her last time.
You want me to take a look around for that?
If you know what? Has Tora left already?
I mean, Tora and I are going together, so
yeah,
probably.
Tora's already gone. Joust, if you can find that would be amazing.
Well, this drawing is yours, and I'll be right back. They're going to look around for it. You hold on to that one. That's a collector's item, Alafi. As just like leaves. And I'll go look around inside the palace. Like, I'll put on a detect magic and see if I can find that. I got a few, so if I need to do it a few times, I can do it.
So Drana will do what Alafi asks and send a sending spell to Gaia. The Firelord has been overthrown, and he lies burnt in his castle. Alafi is now the leader here.
Foreseen outcome. I'll say it again. A foreseen outcome. He denied your strength.
All right. Gaia has been made aware.
Good. Appreciate it. There's so many conversations to have with so many people. I mean, Gaia may end up just shouting across the land that, new king has been declared. So I'm just going to give her a few minutes. Stick around, I guess. And then Alafi's going to fucking just lean at one of the corners over here and just kind of like wait.
All around me are familiar places.
Spending time just trying to think of how to make everything here work based on what's happened in previous encounters of a similar vein.
Heavy is the head that bears the crown, Alafi.
Yeah, I know. Last time we were around there, the fucking town exploded.
True.
That still
Very-
weighs very heavily on my mind.
So, as you're gathering your bearings, see approach you from one end of the town square, 3 fire giants and a dwarf.
Mm-hmm.
Or
He looks surprisingly like Tora.
as well as the fire giant that you commanded to gather folks. Lord Alafi. The role of Lord now replaced, it has been tasked upon me to introduce you to those who have been placed in charge of specific responsibilities around Thunder. Slave Master Thurndon, Forge Master Boli, Galmarch of the Iron Circle, and Zuli, the one who might be considered pseudo-leader amongst the dwarven kind.
Alafi will step forward and gesture for Zuli to step forward as well. How have your people fared?
I apologize, Lord Alafi. It's been a long time since I've been able to address someone so much closer to the ground.
I apologize for being taller still.
Sort of looks up at the giants behind him. I to assume I am allowed to speak freely without retaliation.
Entirely.
Deep breath. Thank you. Lord Grazgar was a strong leader, powerful one. And to that end, he pushed a lot of those in charge as hard as they could. Dig, work. Mine. The forge. All in the benefit of Durandorol. Under his rule, that meant well, we suffered. Dwarven kind suffered under the Giants' regime.
Mm-hmm.
We grew only enough for us to eat for a day. We worked ungodly hours in the mines. Giants, well, and you could see like the struggle on his face.
And Lappy just waits patiently.
Oh, by the fort, you treated us like crap! A bowl of rice a day, toiling away at the mines, and here are the giants, standing high and tawty in their nice suits of armor that we helped gather the materials for, with their nice blades that we helped them forge. They took our techniques and claimed that it was giant forging. We were chattel to them. And now there are none left. Because in a cheap and dirty effort, we were told that the mines and dungeons were to be filled with the lava. Do you know how many dwarfs are dead because of him? At least the ones that were not hiding away in their little hovels. The ones that were still working the mines. The ones that were still your prisoners. I don't know how many you found down there, but it was definitely a lot less than what there were.
Makes me very sad to hear. So then, giants. Any sense of honor? Do you guys realize how much life you've taken from this land for nothing?
You can see that tinge in the eyebrow. I was about to say something. I'm not going to say it. That is in very poor taste. Luffy. Lord Luffy. Your name was spoken through the mountain. Some heard the scream of a battle. Some heard the drums of war. Our leader Grazgar was preparing us for war and cast his orders down on us. He was ready to fight Gaia, but he needed the last component. To that end, we were ordered to toil away. To find the forge.
Why? Why would he want to fight Gaia?
Why would anybody want to fight a god?
For her power?
For our freedom.
Well, you'll be happy to know then that despite Gaia's continued existence, freedom has been earned today. At least for every dwarf in this city. As for you fire giants, I honestly don't know what's going to happen to you. I would say it's in the dwarves' best interest to not take revenge. But I know very well from the past, and the way things tend to repeat themselves from ages long past, that many grudges are going to be held. I will go speak with Gaia. I likely cannot get her to stop her incessant spawning of feral creatures. But you guys will find that the strength of dwarves en masse, at full strength after being well fed for weeks, will easily be able to keep the tunnels into this city held. Tell me, Zuli, do you know of ancient kings? Your kind's ancient kings?
I know of King Durandral and his... Yes.
I want you to tell all the dwarves in this city that King Durandral is the one that sent me. You wouldn't think it, but I've been to the Whispering Coast. I met your long-dead king, made a promise to him to free the dwarves of this city. I will admit, I didn't want to be Lord here, but it seems to be that I am going to be Lord. But it is of my opinion that no one ought to lord over the dwarves. Not after so long. This is your city. These fire giants need to learn what power is. Not ruling over people that are smaller who've been held down for thousands of years. No. Tell me, fire giants. Of all the buildings here that are sized for dwarves, do you guys have a section of the city you call home?
I suppose that's the beauty of dwarven architecture. It's built to be.
How many fire giants are left in the city?
Lord, I'm not quite sure. Couple hundred, I suppose.
All right. The dwarves, looking back at Zuli again, no doubt have many grudges against all of you. Presumably thousands dead today, and who knows how many over the past 1,000 years. You three, who used to be in positions of power, are going to make use of the power that was given to you by Grazgar. There is a war coming. Grazgar was pointing at the wrong god. Well, Gaia may be a menace of sorts, and don't get me wrong, I have strong feelings about her myself. Part of the reasons why I ended up on my path is because of her meddling. But it compares nothing to a god that seeks to overturn the balance of the world itself.
Still preparing for war.
I need you guys to collect the fire giants that are willing. And when the time is right, we will be marching to Elias. And as for you, Zuli, I have been here a day after not being here for 80 years. I do not know the city well enough. I do not know the dwarves well enough. If you can organize yourselves, do your best to set up trade with what used to be Numbledore. And it may be surprising, but the frost giants are likely to be amenable to trade as well. And if you need anything, short-term or long-term, let me do this for you. I'm going to pull up my book and have this little dwarf here write in my book.
Huh?
Having him write his name in my little book of secrets, so I can cast the sending spell to him at will.
All right. He will write his name.
Mm-hmm. With your name in my book. I'll probably be messaging you once a day, at least for the next month. You'll be able to respond, no matter where I am on this world, because I have things that need doing, so I won't be able to stick around. But to start you off, because I have no doubt that you guys will need some form of trade that isn't a trade in people looking over at the slave master. And I'm just going to hand him 1,000 gold. The dwarves need to set up new communities here. Figure out who's good at what trade, and all that. It's not going to be easy. I don't expect it to be done in a month or 2 or 6. But no, as my only command to the fire giants is to not meddle in dwarf business anymore. If you want to trade with them, if they will, then they'll trade with you. But you guys are going to have to feed yourselves, arm yourselves, and I do not expect it to be easy. But some kind of repentance needs to be done. Would you agree? To be fair, not that it matters if you agree or not, because if you don't, then, well, I just look back at the castle. Then you'd be another tyrant.
We were following orders. Nothing more.
And I wonder how you'll survive without following orders. But you can do that? Because I know that at minimum, fire giants at least tend to stick by their word. So do the fire giants agree?
They all nod their heads. Julie sort of just looks up at them. Just be happy. But all we want is to stand on the streets by your side, rather than over your corpses for what you have done to the dwarves.
And I have to express that the dwarves need to know that these giants are going to be making their due in the coming months. They've all been recruited to fight a god.
Take a
And they will go in place of starved dwarves. Let's see. Forge Master. The Iron Circle. I don't know what that is. Thrindarn. Your title doesn't exist anymore. What power do you have then?
I am unsure.
Let's see. Forge Master, Iron Circle.
General.
A Master of the Hunt, maybe? Repurpose your weapons. Find yourself food, game. You guys need something to trade with the dwarves. Else they're not going to give you food and housing back. The fire giants can hunt the beast that the dwarves can't. Thing's too large.
There is a trait fire giants have that the dwarfs do not.
Go ahead.
I'm sure you've observed it during your time here. Sort of just runs his fingers against his skin and sort of like gives himself like a just like tearing away at the first layer of skin. Show this like almost hot lava like blood beneath it.
Mm-hmm.
Though we've taken many traits from the dwarves in their forging, fire giants can forge hotter than dwarves can. But we are immune to the lava.
In that case, I'd guess that where they're willing, maybe the dwarves will help with their precision. But that's not for me to decide. Zuli, you're good. Any obligations you had are done.
My obligation now is to my people.
Go tell them they're free, and make sure to share that gold. If you don't, well, I probably won't kill you, but I'll make things very painful for you.
You'll punch me or something.
I'm happy you understand that that's exactly how I killed Grazgar. The finest forged weapons, the finest forge armor. Does not matter to a furball who has trained his entire life for this. But genuinely, if I find out you've been duplicitous in any method, I will be brutal. Because unfortunately, the Highlands are still brutal.
No argument there.
All right. Giants. There's a portal that Grazgar used to travel to the mountain where Gaia is, right? Somewhere around here?
Sort of just shrug. We weren't palace guards. We weren't his inner circle.
Yeah, I don't think any of them are left. I'll have to go find it.
We had a means to that. It's whatever secrets are left inside the palace.
As we conveniently cut to Joe, so I can go grab a drink and use the washer.
Living in the
Beep,
sunlight,
boop,
to
beep.
kissed.
Thank
Living
you,
in the sun.
Ruby.
It's just like, I don't need a lot. Not like running around back in the palace like, ooh, a drawer full of secrets. Whoops.
A pallet of a dwarven palace fit for the size of giants.
Wow.
Very echoey, very boomy.
Well, better look around. Alafi told me to find the portal.
it-
La 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 la.
If you think vaulted ceilings are tall in churches, imagine think of the Warhammer 40k churches, and
Yeah,
just
it is.
the 40k scaling.
So it's just like Galen is just about that big in there. Just like wow. Like walking
Pretty
around.
much.
Should I roll an investigation? I guess
You're gonna have to, as I get myself some water.
All right. Okay. Well, Joust believes in himself. I'm using a bardic on myself. All right. Not let down the new Firelord.
Now just don't fuck it up. Our rolls
That's
have been shit so far.
Don't worry, Nat 20 coming up. You got it. Let's see.
Yeah,
just-
nat 20, let's go.
All right. +2.
Don't jinx that now.
But what if
That's a 3. And D12.
What did I say?
Make that a sorry, that's a 17 altogether.
Oh, you rolled
Because
12.
just really- 12 plus my 5 for that because I used my bardic because I got my bardic back. So all right, Jazz, you believe in yourself. La 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 la. Like, I believe.
Have y'all ever watched Bruce Almighty?
Yes.
Yeah.
Like
I know,
where
but
he
yeah.
just got his powers, he's skipping across the alleyway and then he just skips back to the
Oh.
alleyway.
Yeah.
And Joust just like turns his head and he just sees a large, ornate double door.
Important. Like, and I'm just like, well, might as well go there.
You push it open and you see what appears to be a chamber. It has like red stained glass windows on all the 3 other sides of the room. And in the center of it, a cylindrical plume of lava. It has these like gratings underneath it that help the lava just like flow back into its source. Like a shower. Only
Lava.
lava.
Well, this clearly looks important. I mean, look at the decorations in this room. Fabulous. Like, gotta be the place. It's gotta be the place. Just like says to himself, come on, Jess, you wouldn't give it down the Firelord. He gave you command. Come on. I assume I found his bathroom. Like,
You found the portal room, but through your detect magic, you can see that conjuration is being formed beyond the lava.
definitely a gate, probably. I do know my teleport and conjuration. That is true. Teleportation's conjuration, right? I think. Off the top of my head.
I don't know. I that's what I assumed. That's why I said conjuration.
It is conjuration. Yeah, you're right.
Thank you.
I was like, yeah, conjuration. So it's almost like a sustainable lava pillar, just like coming out of a conjured portal, basically.
Well, given your intuition, you think that Grazgar might have built this plume of lava around the portal so that only fire giants could make their way in and out of it. Otherwise, you're going to have to walk through lava to get into the portal.
My boys.
Well, his jaw's just like, well, this definitely looks like it. And judging from it, definitely conjuration, but it seems definitely it's trapped. I'll have to figure that out later. Trapped with lava, I guess. Who am I talking to?
Booby.
Just is like looking around.
Booby trapped isn't the right word. Defended would be a better word. Secured.
Well, effectively booby trapped-esque for me. I'm like, this is that.
A trap assumes you don't see it coming. This one is like blatantly in front of you.
As I'm like, I assume I know where I'm at in general to where I've come from, or did I just kind of like wander around like Scooby-Doo style until I got here? Like,
no, the Art Deco architecture of this place is very straightforward. It's almost grid-like in its structure.
Well, I think this is definitely what Alafi's looking for. Sorry, Firelord Alafi. I gotta remember that. Firelord Alafi. It's just like, come on, just remember names. Firelord Alafi. Drana, Queen of the Pirates. It's like he's like walking back to the front. Queen of the Pirates. Come on,
Queen of the Pirates, like, and whatever title Kong gave her.
Whatever. And Zhao stops before he goes like, I never got the title for Kong. Kind of like thinks about himself. Kind of like Doc Brown when he like sees the fire. He's like, thinks to himself, oh no. And then he thinks, and then he stops for a second. He's like, I gotta think of a good title. Well, better get back to the Fire Lord. That comes like an hour and a half later of walking. Oh, so many steps. Like just kind of like, why am I so tired?
Well, Alafi gave the giants 4 hours to gather, so you definitely had enough time to do that.
Yeah, just the whole time of me searching around and probably coming back was that. All right, I better write myself a map. Oh boy, it's upside down. Let's see. You are here. I've drawn that.
This isn't dwarven architecture. It's just a map of the place on the walls.
Should have put down a ball of string or something. That would have made it easier. Oh, here, I'll make myself actually normal size again. There you go. Yeah.
Joust, you do return to Laffy. What's Torin paying up to?
The thing that the Laffy told us to do, which was keep an eye on the fucking giants to make sure they don't do shit.
But they actually
Basically,
obeyed.
I don't want people rioting in the streets.
Yeah. Keep the peace.
It's the day of celebration, not rioting.
Give me perception checks, the both of you.
Okay.
We're skeptical.
Double check my numbers here. Okay.
I marked that I used.
16.
16? 15.
Yeah, 15.
While the streets aren't as hustle and bustle as you might think a day like this would be, considering the actions you have done here. Yes, the dwarfs are coming out of their homes. Yes, they are slowly but surely getting word that Grazgar has been defeated and that their kind is being slowly liberated as they eat their bowl of cereal.
Yeah, this is like first thing in the morning.
Wait, was that coming through the mic? I'm so
Yes,
sorry.
it was.
I was
Your
just stirring my
ceremonial-
drink. My
your
mic's usually
ceremonial
still good
cup of
for not
coffee,
making
Alaf.
random noises.
My ceremonial Rice Krispies.
I got you a cup of coffee, Olafi. So I come back. Delicious.
You know it's tasty when it
Smell.
pops in your mouth.
You know, it's not
The
supposed
worst
to
part is I
actually
tried to
that.
do more just now to add to the joke, but it didn't work.
You know, the snap, crackle, pop of dwarf crispies.
The breakfast that smiles back at you.
It's definitely
No,
not
that's
it.
goldfish.
Okay.
Oh my god.
To put it mildly, the transfer of power feels oddly lukewarm in the streets as you're like observing. It's just a different sense of culture, you know, where it's unfair to say that it feels like one tyrant is being switched out for another, because Elafi is definitely not a tyrant, but you get the sense that the dwarfs have been affected for this way for so long that just don't know what to do with themselves. And being told you're free just doesn't ring all that much to them. Because what does
It
that...
just doesn't register.
Yeah, because what does that mean to them after being oppressed for over a century?
It's not gonna happen overnight for sure. Yeah.
Can't say I blame them for their reactions.
But, you know, like, they're going about their day-to-days. You know, they do have fields here underground that they tend to. They do have their jobs, which they are continuing to do. So, the giants have definitely stopped filling the dungeons and the mines with lava. It's like, there's not violence, there's simply apprehension by your observations. Because nobody, whether the oppressed or the oppressors, know what's gonna happen next. But you
All just so used to the way things were. They don't know what to do now.
I can't say I blame them. So stuck in the routine that it's basically become normal.
No, there's also the thing of it's been this way for so long. Is it real?
Yeah.
If I go against my schedule, if I decide not to do what a giant tells me, am I going to get killed, or is it really okay?
Right.
I guess time will tell on what's gonna happen to him. There's not much else we can do except just spread word like, hey, the things are gonna change. That's basically it.
Yeah.
Probably won't hit them as hard now, but maybe later.
Later on when they realize how different things are, yeah.
Yeah.
Right now, it's an air of too good to be true.
Fair enough.
At least on the dwarf side of it.
Echo.
Echo.
So, what do we do now? Do we just report back, or...?
I mean, no
And just
incredible violence in the street that needs to be awarded or stopped.
They may just go about normally, and that's fine if that keeps them occupied, at least for the time being.
It's best we let them kind of figure it out on their own. Eventually, someone's going to get a little bolder, a little bit more comfortable, and then they'll figure out they can all do it.
Yeah.
It's not the most exciting report for Lord Elafi, but it's what's going on.
I think something less exciting is probably something he's going to be looking forward to anyway.
Yeah, probably.
I guess the turn of phrase would be Durandal wasn't rebuilt in a night.
True. I mean, you can't expect the world to change in a day. It's gonna take time, for sure. Yeah, like...
I mean, what truly does happen after a tyrannical government is overthrown? It takes time.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, yeah, take the shackles of somebody, like, all right, you're good. Like, what? Like,
No, I gotta work. No, you don't have to. Yeah, I do. No.
No, man, you're good. They just push him away. Like, I don't know what to do anymore, man.
Yeah. And the guy who was in charge, his body hasn't even gone cold yet. Granted, it's difficult inside a volcano, but...
Ask Megatron. God damn it.
Oh, Starscream. No.
No. We don't need a Starscream taking over. He'll ruin everything. Shows have shown us this.
Yeah, we can take him.
So, I guess that's it for us. I don't know.
I always say that as a fan of Starscream, all right? Anyway.
He is the best little weirdo.
He is the best number 2 you could have in a show.
Mm-hmm.
And I'd say that goes to Austin Powers.
Yes, number 2. That is true. You're not wrong, Ruben.
You might have me there. Anyways. After your sweep of the town, of the city, I should say, you all regroup back in the town square.
But
I mean,
yes,
on the plus side, Luffy, they're not rioting in the streets.
Yeah, honestly, it's like they don't know what to do with themselves yet.
Yeah.
Excuse me.
I suppose that's not too surprising.
But yeah, Alafi, it is, as I said, it is there, but Grazgar has conjured a... Well, the best way to describe it is like a constant stream of lava around it, so that only, presumably, he or fire giants could travel through it. But from my knowledge of conjuration, it is a solid designated portal. It could probably be closed, yes. Unless, of course,
come take a look.
Unless, of course, we are immune to lava.
Do I have time to go take a look at that before everyone groups up?
No.
I mean, with how fast you are, I don't think so. But, you know, I mean, oh, look, there's pain in Pain in Torah.
We've been here.
Oh!
Sorry. We've been here for a while.
Oh. Sorry, I just get engrossed with the grandioseness of Alafi sometimes.
It's understandable. It's quite intimidating to be among royalty. I know.
Yes, in the presence of a lord.
What is wrong with you people? It's not.
I'm sorry, Alafi.
Oh, yeah, you're right.
Any
There's
one of you could have been chosen for this as well. It's not like I killed him by myself.
Well, you were the one that said honor guard, so you kind of took this on yourself, Alafi.
Yeah. This was your quest.
In a moment, I can't help myself. Alafi's just gonna jump onto the top of this fountain.
Quick, everyone bow.
No, absurd. Don't do it.
I'm sorry, Loppy. It's inherently a subroutine of my program to revert to royal titles.
Didn't you overcome that whole thing? Tell you what, For
Force
me
of habit.
specifically, I request that you do not refer to me with any royal titles, or any titles at all ever. I am Ilafi.
Subroutine optimized. No, user updated name as Alafi. Okay, Alafi. It's not just like it's almost robotic for a second. Okay, Alafi. Sorry, what did I say? It does that now sometimes. But yes, we could go through it, but might need a little bit of dispelling to do it.
And
Okay.
do you have the energy to do that?
I probably could, yeah. Took me a
I
while
think
to
I
walk
might be able
back.
to.
Cool.
Okay.
But yeah, what do you want to do now, Alafi?
Assuming that most of the folks are being shunted out of the routine to come gather in the square like I asked.
I mean, I assume that was what was happening, but okay.
Mm-hmm.
Mhm.
Mm-hmm.
Probably the crowds are gathering.
What the-
Speech time, I guess. Does this feel
Come on,
wrong to
Eric.
anyone else?
Come on, Aragorn, let's see it.
Who?
Or you bow to no one, Alafi.
Today marks an auspicious day. Toppling of an ancient tyrant. It won't be the last time the Sanguine Band does it. There's another fight to be had soon in the future. For the fire giants who have been preparing for war, it'll be easy. For you dwarves, I don't expect it of you. For those who think you can, you're welcome to join us. There's great power, conniving, truly evil in the West. Elias seeks to expand her influence beyond that of the other gods. She wants to upset the balance of this world. The giants who once ruled over you have already agreed, or at least the leaders so far have agreed, that as part of their repentance for what has happened in the past, assuming this is speaking to, the vast majority of the dwarves
a gathered crowd, yes.
Mm-hmm.
When a giant is walking the streets and proclaiming to find leadership amongst the city of Durandal, that will get people's attention, especially when they are calling off martial law.
For you dwarves who were once imprisoned, I know it's going to take much to deal with the change. Enjoy your freedom. You are all now capable of doing whatever you wish with your lives. I don't expect things to be easy, of course. We still live in the Hollow Highlands. But at least now you can keep yourselves fed. Well fed. That'll be step one. Shelter and good food. Step two, if I've learned anything from the dwarves, is going to be making your own beer again. Beyond that, despite calling me Lord Alafi, I don't hold myself as lord over any dwarf here. I'm here to rule over those who ruled. The giants are the one I command, not you. You're all free to have a society again. This is a favor to someone long dead, who I had the privilege of speaking to, Morgran Durandurol. The founder of this city has finally seen it reclaimed for the dwarves.
You start hearing a clamoring in the crowds. Underall. Underall?
The Ancient One. King.
But for anyone who would have doubt, here comes the part where Laffy's going to do something a little bit funny. Form a dread? If there are ever any doubts that who the master is here, this is me now looking at any of the fire giants who may be feeling uppity, know that I was sent here by Death himself.
Oh, excuse me.
And that is, of course, the god Death. I know that despite living in the Hollow Highlands, Gaia may not have as much control as you think. As I said to the giants earlier, times are changing. Enjoy your lives. Things may be a bit more chaotic now, but at least you have that freedom. Freedom to enjoy. Any of you fire giants who are good to work, who are willing to help, your task is to clear the lava out of the mines. That's my only decree for the day. Everyone else, let's get you all some food. It's got to be priority number one. Drana, Joust, who's got... Can you guys make food? Can you guys magic food into existence? This is Alafi just shouting from on top of the fountain now.
Alafi, I don't know what food really is, so I don't think you want my food.
You make fantastic food in the magical mansion thing you do. Shut up.
Yeah, I know.
All right.
I googled how long it takes for lava to cool. Those fire giants are gonna have to do a lot of lava digging.
Yep.
It cools fairly quickly.
It takes 130 days for it to cool.
Well, that's good. They can get it out with buckets then.
That is they're gonna have to chip away
Lava
the cooled
proof
surface and then scoop the rest out.
Or they
They're
could
the only
learn
ones who can do it.
And yeah, exactly my point. They're the only ones who can do it.
Yeah. Not with buckets or anything, with their hands. Yeah.
As Alafi hops off the fountain here, it's like...
You're literally letting giants stew in their own mud.
Mm-hmm. Imagine if you guys had the roles reversed, where as if you guys had worked together, the giants mining and the dwarves crafting, the wonders you guys could have built in this city would have been crazy.
Making us feel
I mean,
good,
this looks
man.
cool.
As Olaf is hopping down, does anyone want to stop him? Anyone trying to get his attention, anything of that sort?
Is there anyone else you want me to message tonight?
Man, maybe the Frost Giants? Let them know that Durandurol is open for trade. They could be here in a couple of days.
And we happen to know dwarves with an excess of food.
Alafi,
Mm-hmm.
you slowly but surely begin to hear clapping in the crowd as dwarfs all together in unison begin to start applauding. Eventually the applause cheers turning
A little bit much for me.
Alafi.
For the dwarfs now realize what this day means to them.
Day of freedom.
Oh, that looks like my day of freedom alarm went off. Oh, right on time.
You know,
Freedom, freedom.
the dwarves are fed rice. What do the fire giants eat? You guys must have stores of food around here somewhere, right?
Sort of look at each other and they point to the palace.
Time to teach you guys the wonders of sharing. Let's go.
And the 200 or so giants, after this speech of fear and liberation,
Fear elation.
fear elation, some of them go tending to the mines and the dungeons. They will essentially like pull away what they've been pouring and in a sense act as what do you call those folks that essentially deal with flooding?
Disaster
Oh.
relief.
Yes. Some
Yeah,
of the giants
like
will act as a
FEMA.
pseudo disaster relief, trying to remove the lava back from whence they brought it from.
We've turned them into FEMA. Wonderful.
I mean, Alafi said it himself. He controls the giants, not the dwarfs.
Hmm.
And if Alafi wants them to fix what they have wrought, then that is exactly what they're gonna do.
They want to be free or be one of them, you know.
And Alafi, as opposed to spending the time with any of the dwarves, is actually largely going to be spending his time with the fire giants. Obviously, I can't help much with the mining process, but what Alafi wants to do is set, I don't know, reasonable working expectations.
And it was on this day that Alafi decreed OSHA would be created.
I'm making fire giant OSHA, yup.
Yes.
And lo,
Working in lava?
the world.
Totally fine. Working in lava for more than 8 hours? No, stop.
No, you have to have a designated 30-minute break, and lo, it was done. Like they carve it into the stone, and oh,
None of these lava pits have railings. What are you doing?
Um,
Well,
by
we're,
the way,
we're fire
I could-
giants. We fall in the lava. We're fine. It's like falling into a pool.
Now,
So
now
you'll
I
drown. Okay, railings.
now I could do a magnificent mansion, but I don't have a teleport available unless I do and then
The giants that are in the know will show you to a variety of different dwarven cuisines, essentially scaled up to meet the giants' appetites. Begin to learn that the dwarves were very genius with how they handled their farming. How, since they are essentially dwelling in caverns, they have essentially shafts that are in the ceilings of the mountain that using what would you call
volcanic soil. Yeah.
volcanic soil, as well as lenses that bring sunlight in from the outside to
That's
help
fucking
grow
brilliant.
crops like carrots, turnips, potatoes, onion.
Hmm.
since there's like a natural waterway, they can fish for, well, fish and eel, mollusks, shrimps, lizards, bats.
They're fishing for bats? Holy shit.
I mean, it's hard to reach them from the top of the ceiling, but you know, you got enough long enough in the line, then yeah, probably. And when giants are craving much more meat, they might actually go outside, go into hunting parties, hunt deer, lynx, mountain goats, create pot meat stews. So it's not for lack of food. It's just much like the winds of piracy, you have enough to feed everyone's needs, not everyone's greed.
Oh.
And the fire giants definitely made it so they got more food than the dwarves. Shame.
Shame. They think they are better than everyone else because they're taller. Shame.
We're taller, we're bigger, we can beat you up. Yeah, we get the food.
Oh, this is all
You get
weirdly familiar.
I don't understand the parable, Tor. What do you mean?
Bruh.
Bruh.
You know what? You're right. We need to blow up this mountain for it to be a parallel.
Yep, you're right.
Not so hard since it's a volcano.
God.
I'm already on it. No, Jess, no.
We got it. I cast Earthquake at level 9. No, you're gonna trigger a seismic cataclysm.
I cast Wish. No.
Hey, Joust.
Hmm?
You think that maybe you still got enough, energy in you for like a dream spell?
Oh yes, I've got plenty.
I still do want to at least, spend some time with Ophelia while I can.
Of
At
course,
least before we meet
Pain.
up.
You don't need anyone to help you dream. You're amusing just the way you are. But I can help you with the dream spell, of course.
Yeah, that's what I was hoping for. Yeah.
Oh, I thought you just needed help sleeping. Here's a glass of milk at least.
No.
It's bat milk. I don't know if it's any good, but it was
No,
chunky when I got it.
Whoa. How did you milk a bat?
Is that
Don't-
guano?
No.
As he looks at it, it is definitely
Oh my
guano.
God.
And then like pours it out.
Okay, see, here's the thing. Don't eat bats, okay? Just don't eat them.
They're a
have
great
enough
source
diseases
of
in them
protein, though.
already. No.
There's-
They carry
but there's-
diseases, and they transfer those diseases onto people.
So you cook
You
them
can't
very
really
well
have-
done.
No.
The one guy's like, that's why we make them well done, unlike the deer meat. That stuff needs
my
medium
God.
rare at most.
Don't eat the bats. Don't fuck with them.
I mean, if you
need
catch a
them,
disease,
okay?
you can just use magic to cure it. You'll be fine.
That is true. You can
I'm gonna-
remove disease.
You're not
gonna-
helping the case here, Alafi.
I'm going to lean into Pain a little bit. Does this have to do with the vampire thing? Is this like too close to home?
No, doesn't have anything to do with the vampire thing.
But
Just
yes,
because we're closely associated with bats doesn't mean that it's a fucking thing that we're protective of bats. No.
Just because my adoptive father can turn into a bat.
Just because. Look.
Are you
just
afraid of
because
bats?
it's-
No, absolutely not. Look, have you seen bats? They're adorable as fuck.
That's pretty funny. Hey, Joust, can you come show me where the magic lava thing is so I can see if I can't get rid of it?
You got it. But yes, when you find a nice, not super big bed, come to me and I'll be happy to get you there.
Yeah, cool, fantastic.
Why don't we all go check out the portal thing while they get the food and celebrate now? We can all take a look at that.
I think I'll help the dwarves with the food.
You sure?
I-
How about we at the happy couple and you do that and I'll show Jess almost says a lot like Lord Lavany's a laughy like has to grind to like stop himself a laughy about it. You all enjoy yourself. I don't very eat too much, and Alafi seems curious about it.
But
I
yeah,
haven't been hungry in 3 days.
Drana's going to stay behind and just start reminiscing with the dwarf,
Yeah, I'm.
talking with them.
Drana
That's
could
dwarven
teach them all
culture.
about
They
history,
they are
the
going to be
Game of Law.
celebrating with a feast.
Hell yeah.
They are bringing out all the stops.
Dwarven beast. Dwarven
Essentially,
beast.
they're raiding the palace pantry for all of their favorite cuisine.
Awesome.
You think
I'm
that
helping them.
maybe- I'm just looking over to Tora, just like, do you think that maybe the palace might actually have some beds that we can, use now?
I don't know what a fire giant sleeps on.
Probably rocks.
Right in the lava like a bath. Nice.
I mean, we could go explore and check it out.
Yeah, now that now the Laffy runs the place, sure. Let's go snoop in his stuff.
Yeah, I'm sure he won't mind.
Let's go sleep in his bed.
Hey, maybe if we find the king's suite, we can,
Or why?
What?
I know you miss your wife.
I'm just saying we
but-
could probably borrow it. Maybe. Possibly.
Are you suggesting?
Now?
Are you suggesting that we put the bed of a deceased tyrant to better use?
Adrenaline is pumping.
Are you
Hey,
Listen.
are you suggesting
Grazgar's not going to be using it.
are you suggesting
At
we
any
sleep
point in
on the Durandaral king size bed?
I'm just saying.
It's like a California king only for giants.
I'm just
Alaskan
saying.
king.
I'm saying Grazgar is not going to be using it anytime soon. And to be fair, neither is Alafi. No, is he?
Oh, absolutely not.
So, I mean, if we find it, we can call dibs.
I know you guys are busy on the bed, but did you want that dream spell? 2 minutes, Joust. I'll give you 10. And he like goes outside. He's just sitting there. I've been waiting for like 20 minutes. You guys have been at it for a while. I didn't want to interrupt you. Like, Jesus, Joust. Like,
What?
I don't know.
The whole time. Oh god.
he's just sitting there in a
You
little
just
chair, like
find
watching the
room,
bed,
and then
like,
after the
hi.
dream spell, then I'll come back, and then we can do whatever we want.
The scene cuts to Elafi and Joust slightly beforehand at this lava thing.
Yep.
Yep,
As,
there you go.
As you look around, you see like the stained glass windows. You're looking at this plume of lava. Essentially, it's coming from the ceiling, as like almost like a natural, like a built-in port to make this cylindrical pour down into the room.
Yep, that's about maybe what 120 feet up there on the ceiling.
I'm gonna go ahead and use one of my other new tricks to just cast Detect Magic on myself for free.
Yep.
The choice being a warlock.
Yeah, as you can see, that color is conjuration.
Beyond the lava is a magic presence of conjuration. Yes.
Hmm. Okay.
But yeah, without all the lava, I think that's what you're looking for there, Laffy.
Amber.
Hey, Amber.
Eh,
Amber!
Hydrate bet.
What's that? You want me
said
to drink more
120 feet?
cider? I guess so. I mean, it's up there. I don't have a ruler on me, but yeah, it looks high up. What, do you need a boost? I mean, you're taller than me, but I could try and boost you. It just looks up. I could try.
I am just gonna try to cast Dispel Magic.
What level?
Fourth. All of my spells are fourth. Joy's being a warlock.
It doesn't work.
I don't get a chance to roll.
You can attempt to roll.
I will take my attempt.
It's got to be pretty high, probably.
I imagine so.
Yeah, considering that.
And I've only got a +3. So, like, statistically, not very likely.
Wait, hold on. Let me double check something.
Gotta take a look at the spell.
Okay, it doesn't say you have to see it. Okay.
Yeah, it's actually quite tricky. As long as
That
the
is
moon
weird,
there
it's just
thanks to
a-
dispel magic. The
Yeah.
combination, detect magic and dispel magic is very powerful for dealing with magic. Who would have guessed?
Because essentially what you're doing is trying to dispel a permanent magical circle past a barrier of lava.
Yeah, so it's astoundingly unlikely. And Alafi it's the first time he's used this spell. He has no idea what the fuck he's doing.
Alafi, I believe in you.
Yeah, that-
Ding, thumbs up.
That is a 5.
Mhm.
Yeah,
That doesn't do
Alafi's
jack
okay.
diddly squat.
Based on the feelings I've been having, I think if I pull on the magic weave like this, and then pull it apart, maybe? Nope, I have dispelled my own detect magic. Whoops. Well, that's funny.
Did you want me to try, Alafi?
Can you see it?
I can do the same thing as you if you like.
If you can do it better than I can.
Got one. I got about a 6th level left in me. That's the
You
best as
probably
I can
still have to
do.
roll. If you got a 3rd or a 4th level, I'd recommend using those instead and just roll for it.
You got it. It's just like very well, and I too will be like I learned that this spell in Frontora is very important. As I'm just like wooga, like, whereas you're doing this whole kung fu thing, I'm just like just wiggling my hands at it. I'll do a 4th level dispel magic.
Okay, roll for it.
I do believe in myself. I believe. I will give myself a bardic as well.
Believe in
Come
a
on,
thing called Joust.
You got-
Just listen to the rhythm of this battery in my
The
chest.
Just
Lord
to spell a
Bardic
little bit of
dispel.
magic. I believe in a thing called touching me. Touching me. So it'd be. Do you still add your? I can't remember.
Don't add proficiency, it's just
you
a
do not.
straight ability check.
Just straight ability. Yep. So it's yep. DC 10. Okay. I didn't know if you had your con or charisma or anything. You're right. And then I'll add a D12.
Oh, yeah, your
Joust.
modifier.
Oh, my modifier. Then that's +5, 13, and then we'll add a D12. 18-ish? Probably not. 18, yeah. We've been, oh boy, that's in there.
18 might get it.
Other stuff. On Spectrum. Hey, Super, thanks for the raid.
Hey, welcome.
Party's got some unfinished business after liberating a dwarven kingdom.
Indeed. For after a tyrant comes a day of celebration, and also turning off lava showers.
Alafi, you'd still be detecting magic at this point. Use the... As Joust is casting Dispel. Thank you. The magic fades away.
Hey, you did it.
Did what?
Well, you gotta wait for the last bit of lava to come out, but I can see you did it.
Well, no, the lava's still flowing.
Mhm.
The lava will not stop flowing because it is a natural flow that they have built into the place.
You wanted the portal closed, right?
I wanted the lava flow closed. I thought you said it was The lava was the conjuration.
Oh.
No, there's a hole.
The
I was saying there's a hole in the ceiling.
conjuration was the teleportation circle beyond the lava. The lava's a natural plume from the ceiling.
Giles points the hole. There's a lava hole in the ceiling. I told you that, Alafi.
You dispelled the teleportation circle to Gaia.
Luffy puts a hand on Jeff's shoulder and says, "I completely misunderstood the situation."
as he leans towards Alafi. We tell no one of this, Alafi. No one. Like,
oh no, I'm willing to talk about it. Whatever. We closed a portal to Gaia. It's fine. We can just go talk to her anytime we want. Whatever.
And Joust looks like that would have been anything. That would have made it a lot easier on me. Oh, wait up! Like, kind of catches up. Like, oh. I literally look at him like, did he really think lava was coming from a hole? Huh. Oh well. Sometimes these humans overthinking things. These humanoids. Yeah, I was like, no, there's a hole in the ceiling.
At this point, Drana has tried 3 different varieties of mushroom. Roasted, fried, stuffed, raw.
Oh. If you lick the fungus on it, then you'll start to see the colors. Like,
Yeah, try this gold sponge dwarven bread.
Oh,
yes,
so
please.
good.
As she breaks a piece of the bread off and just shoves it in her mouth.
Angel
Eaten
food
like a
cake,
dwarf.
dwarven bread. Oh. God, now I'm picturing it's like an angel food sponge cake. Oh.
Oh yeah, it's just this soft, nutty flavored, almost like pulp like bread.
Well, and obviously she's going to be passing food around to make sure everyone's also eating, you know. But she's mostly just celebrating with them getting drunk off her ass.
Varieties of mushrooms, varieties of different pickle medleys between like cucumber, cabbage, pickled pear.
Some, like, purple
Cakes,
fermented
pies,
carrot
and
sounds
pastries made from moss flour.
Hell yeah. And she's enjoying it all.
Oh man, imagine they're tapped in like the real old dwarven stuff. Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Darth.
Something they refer to as blind fish.
I wouldn't.
Essentially,
I want to do a nature check, but I'm also afraid to.
it's up to you.
I'll do a nature check. What the hell is a blind fish?
Sure, roll me a nature check.
Is it Fey Fiend or undead?
If you're gonna eat it, I hope it's none of those things.
Those all are not very good for the tummy. They're good, not good for your tummy.
19.
19. Blind fish refers to the location which they're fished from. In this case, it would be like deep, dark caverns where light is very rare to come by. So these fish have naturally adapted to their darkened areas and are virtually blind.
Cool.
Blind fish.
So yeah, she's enjoying her blind fish and probably puts it in between 2 pieces of bread to make a fish sandwich. Or a blind sandwich.
And like some of them are actually like excited that things are going back this way because the giants never really allowed them to keep domestic animals, and a lot of them wish to return to the time where they used to make cheese.
Oh, jeez.
Boar cheese.
Goat cheese.
Goat cheese, delicious.
Like, oh, they used to be a regular part of our diets, but we really didn't keep large domestic animals or anything. So like We just worked with what we had.
Well, you did an amazing job. I'm just sorry they kept it from you all these years.
Mm.
And I'm sure that some of the other villages in the Hollowed Islands will definitely be helping you rebuild and restock.
A new age of dwarven cooking spread across the taverns, and tales of great foods coming from the Hollow Highlands will return once again.
This beetle cheese is delicious. It's a little crunchy, but smooth once you get through it. It's not bad.
Pico 2, thank you for follow. Welcome to the bakery.
But yeah, I'm going to ask any of I'm going to ask one of the random dwarves at the table if they actually know anything about the Emberlights. Since, I haven't gotten the full story of my family, but I would love to get more.
The Emberlights.
Mhm.
They used to be great artisans here in the Durandal way, way back.
Well,
Used to be renowned for their smithing, specifically like small, intricate smithing. I'm talking jewelry, fancy silverware.
maybe with the city liberated, there may be Emberlights here again.
Tico, this is Tabletop Simulator, a game on Steam you can get. Very good, very
Yeah.
useful.
You can play a lot of games on tabletop. Great.
Mhm.
A lot of fun.
Yeah, they kind of reminisce about the Emberlight family in well regard for their smithing.
Awesome. And Drana's just gonna make small talk with them, just get to know some of the dwarves, and feast along with them, or just party.
Yeah, sort of reminiscing, like, it wasn't always bad. Back in my day.
Exactly.
What's everybody else doing?
Tora and I find a bed.
I don't know. Give me.
Or at
Fine.
least
King Street.
what did we come across as we searched the palace?
I don't know. Give me
Yeah.
an investigation check. You're searching for bed.
Let's go. Okay. We just a second. Here, let me get my bearings. Ugh.
Now the question is Joss going to be able to find you
Investigation.
afterwards?
There's no way
I
I,
love
can
that I-
fail this.
I love that I pumped so much into investigation, ultimately to just end up trying to find a place to fuck.
Isn't that what we're all looking for, Tor? Isn't that what we're all looking for?
Tor,
Amazing.
Tor, I'm gonna need you to do me a favor. I need you to remember that. Type it down, because that's a quote.
That is a t-shirt quote. I put all these points of
Someone clip
investigation on
this. Someone clip this so we don't forget.
just that
Please and
that
thank
really
you.
like that. I forget which one, but you have like this really dare I say sexy pose of Tora, and just that text. I can't believe I put all these points into investigation just to fuck.
Just to find a bedroom to fuck in.
26 from me.
26 and 19.
Bane's on a mission. Like, fuck.
It is difficult to describe the scale at which this bed has been constructed.
It's like a football field size bed.
It's like a bed built for Princess Morbucks.
Oh
Jesus, that's
my
a
God.
massive bed.
You had to reference her.
Yes. Because that really gives you the scale. Like, you are the size of Princess Morbucks, and this is a giant fancy bed from the Powerpuff Girls. King Dino from the Powerpuff Girls.
That is one hell of a
King
bed.
Dino, how dare you not know of our Lord and Saviors, the Powerpuff
Craig
Girls?
McCracken?
Yeah?
McCracken.
What the fuck is wrong with you? How dare you insult me in my house? How dare you?
I'm just gonna stay quiet.
Hunt.
This bed is a full mattress the size of an open space of like a living room and a kitchenette.
God, that's like a 50-foot long bed.
It is a bed the size of a house floor plan.
Jesus Christ.
And it is draped because that is the only way you can describe the size of this blanket-esque tapestry. It would take like 5 woolly mammoth hides to cover this bed in the blanket that is over this thing.
Holy shit.
Dips.
And let me put it this way. The dwarfs aren't too far off from the Underdark.
Mm-hmm.
This is spider silk.
Oh. That
Oh, shit.
is, that is like
Holy
sleeping
shit.
on a cloud.
This is the most literal lap of luxury
For the dwarves.
for dwarven kind. And you can tell, like, King Durandal didn't construct this. This was commissioned by Grazgar. He wanted a fancy-ass sleep.
One big bed. One big bed. The whole party in one big bed.
You could fit a quinceañera in this whole thing.
Could probably host a quinceañera on that bed.
So, found the room.
And somehow you'll still sleep on the wall side of that bed. You know what I'm talking about, wall sleepers.
Oh.
Yeah, damn.
Yeah. Hmm.
You know how some beds have those what do you call those?
Box springs?
No, not a box string. I'm talking about the ceiling to them where it has like the veil that goes over the whole thing.
Yeah.
The canopy.
The canopy.
This bed has a stone canopy.
Oh my god. Probably carved by stonemasons. Jesus. Talk about gaudy.
So Grazgar's not going to be using this anymore.
Obviously.
If he has
You need
this
like a
amount-
ladder to get into bed.
If he has this amount of fucking resources to commission a bed like this, now I wonder what else he's got in here.
He had a bunch of slave labor.
I mean, we could probably snoop around this place for a week and still find shit that he's been piling up.
You want to start now? You want to start looking for shit now? We got time to kill.
I mean,
I thought we
absolutely.
were gonna fuck.
No. We're going to raid this whole place. We're gonna find all of his wealth. We're gonna dump it on the bed, and then we're gonna fuck.
Yeah, baby, let's go.
I'm just gonna send that off on its own fade to black. I don't need any more imagery from this. I think I painted a pretty good enough picture with the bed.
Oh, don't Scrooge McDuck on it. No!
No, they're not Scrooge McDuck, they're Screw McDuck.
Ah, there you go.
Bless me, bagpipes.
Bless me, bagpipes.
Good night, everybody.
Good night, everybody. No.
Well, if there was any sense of ad revenue I still had from this video, it's gone.
Yeah.
Well, I'm sorry, Alafia.
This is gonna be
really
a
meant
limited.
That's what you wanted. I didn't know if you wanted to keep the portal up, but I'm sorry. I was too good at my job.
Damn it, now I need to get another drink. Hold on.
I misunderstood things. It's fine. I can just.
I
don't
can
know, maybe
get it.
Guy.
I can fix it. It's easy enough.
It's inconsequential. Guy's influence here doesn't matter anymore anyway.
I mean, you say that, but I literally have the gift of Gaia in my chest.
And it was a gift, not an obligation.
Well, just courteous. At least, talk to her.
Yeah, we'll keep talking to her. I mean, we're gonna go kill her sister, right?
Boy, when you put her like that.
I mean, yeah, I really don't like that concept, but you're right. I'm tired of killing people, Alafi. I miss peace.
Let's hope that once we're done, we don't have to do any killing anymore. There will be a lot of time left for us to live our lives without having to end other lives, I guess.
Yeah.
That's kind of my objective with this whole place, for that matter, now that I think about it.
True. All I know is that you would have been a great leader here, Laffy. It's a shame that we have to take you away. Maybe at the end you could come back here.
Yeah, maybe I can make Gaia and Death fight over me and I can just keep living throughout my entire natural lifespan.
I mean, life and death.
As I said before, Death wants some kind of favor from me. But I have no intention of going down swinging, so what happens, happens.
Yes, that is true. But, yeah, you go enjoy that. It might take me a while to find where Tor and Alafi are. It's a big place. You know where they ran off to, Drona? Well, I mean, Tor and Pain, sorry. Well, I found you, so now I gotta find the other two. He said he wanted to do some of a dream. Drona, you alright to entertain in Alafi? I don't want to impose on the festivities. I don't really eat too much. Do you know where Pain and Tor went off to?
No, but considering it's those two, may want to leave them alone for a bit. They'll find you if they need you.
Yeah, they put a giant-sized sock on the door handle.
Well, all the other doors are different, but this one has a sock on it. Justin's just looking at, what does that mean? He's like thinking about it.
I will get to that later.
Okay.
Also, audio.
You good?
Audio is being a butt, I guess.
Like it seems to do annually for my chat.
Is it weird that I now think that just like Pain's got like a dwarven crown on his head? Yeah, I got a cigarette.
Well,
The fade to black has already happened. The fade to black has already happened.
I know.
Well, any gems would be very nice for Drana's treasure gun.
But yeah, I've got a thing that I've got to think about for a bit, but I'll be inside. If they look for me, just ask. Got something out on my mind I want to at least ask somebody about. Also,
Oh.
I have to get the dream spell ready.
Of course.
Pain, roll me D100.
Okay, sure. Alright, that is a 72.
Me too. All right. Roll me 3d6.
Okay.
Treasure table.
Up.
8.
The individual rolls matter.
Okay.
Oh.
1, 1, and 6.
That's an interesting one. Wednesday. Neat.
Well, in Grazgar's bedroom alone, there is at least 1,000 gold.
Nice.
And 700 platinum.
Oh, damn.
Holy shit. Look at how much money there is in here.
This is just what he kept on hand.
It's just fun
Imagine the
money.
shit we could do with this.
Imagine how much he's got elsewhere.
Okay. Fun as this is, I've got a dream spell that I do need to have with Joust's help.
Right.
So, do you want to keep searching and see what else you turn up? And I'll come back and we can finish up what else we possibly can afterwards.
You know what? Yeah. You go do what you need to do. I will snoop.
Make sure you set aside the really good stuff.
Of course.
I
Okay,
guess
so
we
it
know.
was 1,000 gold
700.
700
and
platinum.
700 plat.
You good?
Was there anything else aside from those two?
No.
Okay. That is perfectly fine. So I am going to make myself presentable and meet up with Joust.
Okay.
Ah, hey, there you are.
Oh, hello, Pain.
Hey, thanks for
I
waiting.
thought
Sorry.
you would
kept you.
want to be comfortable in your bed. I waited outside, but you didn't come out.
Sorry about that. We got a bit curious and we started snooping around and there's a lot of treasure in there.
Tora, roll me a D100.
Isn't that the dwarves?
34.
34. All right, thank you.
You know, you make a valid point.
Isn't it wrong to take things that aren't yours, Pain?
Well, it was initially Grazgar's. So we're essentially raiding his closet.
To take for yourself?
Joust. We don't know what we're gonna do with this treasure.
Okay.
If you suggest that we give it to the dwarves, that's perfectly fine. I'm willing to take that suggestion.
I was just asking a question. I didn't know if you were keeping it. That's all. As he
You-
shrugs, like,
You were
You're
making an assumption.
no. I mean, you could take whatever you want. I'm just asking. I have no skin in the game, as they say. Literally,
You don't have any skin.
you ruined the joke, Pain. But yes, we could do the dream spell here.
Fine.
Right, but I know how you like your treasure.
Yeah, not my dad's.
Yeah, your dad had a lot of money. Yes.
Mhm.
You know,
I
it's
don't
like,
want any of it.
I don't understand it either still, but I'm glad that you enjoyed it. It is
What?
late.
What?
Do you know
Wait, hang on. What is it that you don't understand?
why people need it?
Why people need money?
It seems so pointless.
It's economics.
It seems like an overplated system to control other people and populace is based on wealth alone.
Yeah, but at the same time, it does keep things in order, and it does kind of help people sustain a living. There's no such thing as a free lunch. That's the first thing you learn in economics.
I see.
Nothing ever comes for free. There's always a cost.
That's why I always admire Laffy. He just does it. I never really see him need money for it.
He comes from a very unique background where things are freely taken and also freely given, so it's a different kind of cultural thing.
Well, we don't need to discuss the semantics. Do you know?
Yeah.
Do you believe Olivia should be asleep? If
Ophelia?
not, the dream. Oh, that's her name. Right, Ophelia. Right, Ophelia. I've been
I
calling her
would certainly
Olivia
hope
this
that
whole
she's asleep at
time.
this hour.
Same as it ever was.
Same as it was. Same as it was. Right, of
What
course.
time is it right now?
Presumably late.
Hard to tell. You're underground.
I don't know. I
What
usually
does
go
your
by the
internal
sunlight.
clock tell you?
I don't have an internal clock. I've been making it up this whole time, Payne. You didn't ever think why would I have an internal clock?
I don't know. Some Gearforged are built with an internal clock. I thought maybe you might have been one of them.
No, they didn't really design me to be functional. I'm more just like an ornament. All the cool functions are in all the newer models, I guess.
You could still get
But
upgrades.
That's true. I could remove my torso and replace it with something bigger, more bulkier.
You did some upgrades on your arms the last time.
Oh, that wasn't me.
Just didn't feel right for you, or
No. Feel like I was trying to be something I'm not. I'm not strong,
fair enough.
nor
enough.
fast, nor really smart now that I think about it. I'm just me.
But you were creative. You did start working on those art pieces, especially with, everything that Olafia has basically become now. You could be a
Right.
great artist.
Maybe when I figure out why I keep drawing like 3 thumbs on a hand.
It's a skill. Like all skills, it takes practice.
Either way, I think Tora doesn't want to be waiting too long. I know you all. I know you probably have later rendezvous planned. We should at least see if we can get to about an hour in on the dream for you.
Yeah.
All
Okay.
right then. Hold perfectly still. Or just slaps like sand in your face. Like, slap.
Why does it gotta be so why the eyes? Why the eyes, man?
I told you to close your eyes. That's not my guessing
You
it.
couldn't have just
Stop
waited
moving.
for me to close my eyes, jeez.
As Joss smiles and stuff, I totally could have. And then I
You did it on
totally
purpose,
could have.
didn't you?
I think I'm
And
talking out loud again. As I'm like, go to sleep, like Bill over his turn.
I'll fucking get you when I wake
I'll
up.
get you for that. Yeah, I try to move the goat. It's my goal. I gotta grab it on your head. It's my goal, John. Instinctively, try to grab it. No, it's my goal. It's my goal. It's my goal, Chad. It's like...
I'm the Flying Dutchman. I'm the Flying Dutchman.
Blah, blah, blah. Blah, blah, blah. And yeah, I'll cast Dream on Pain. Dream. That is my last 5th level, by the way, so I was like, I
Okay.
had 1 left in me.
Alright.
Rip 5th level.
We're going to be going to take a long rest at some point in time soon, so
Until God gets mad that way, we knocked away her portal and comes in and KOs us.
Just comes in like, really?
Kool-Aid Man through the whole volcano. Oh shit! Dream, dream, dream.
Where'd I put her? Where'd she go?
Mr. Sun,
Is she not?
bring me a dream. I thought you had her over on your side.
She should have been.
Thought I did. There we go.
Where'd she go?
I'll feel
Ophelia?
my high knee. You kids give me back my wig. I know it was you.
Well, I can't search your DM side,
That's just a
and
wolf.
she's not over here.
Greg peeps, good old Skinny Dean.
It's not skin.
Skinny Dean.
Skinny Dean.
Luckily, I have her
Alright.
model saved.
I thought I literally saw it too, and I was just like looking around.
It's a very particular shade of pink. That
Yeah,
literally
yeah.
no other model has.
Yes.
There she is.
But yeah, for those who don't know, Dream is basically I connect people as long as they fall asleep, and it's like a whole 8-hour conversation they can have.
Joust Dream Team, please hold. Joust Dream Team, please hold.
You are receiving a collect dream call from one pain current. Hold on, please. Click. Yeah, what Pain doesn't know is Joust is literally connecting like like a whole wire through his ear, and it's like going to his nose. There, I gotta stick that in there, and then like kind of a receiver on his head. All right then.
No. No.
Joust, the literal first dial-up.
Donna had it first.
Yeah.
All right.
But
So,
Most of us know how this goes already, but for those who do not know, you are in control of the dream. You get to choose how the dream looks, and depending on whether Ophelia refuses the dream or not, she will not.
okay.
So you don't have to make a nightmare for her.
I mean, God, no, I'm not going to do that to her.
Yeah.
I am going to basically just from what I'm gonna create a rose garden, like a flower garden. Nice walkways, and a gazebo at the far end overlooking a lake. Moon reflecting on the lake, fireflies kind of like all over the place. So basically just something nice, something calm, something pretty. Those are 3 things that she needs right now. At least if I'm gonna make any kind of contact with her. Yeah.
Manifest this dream, this lucid dreamscape for yourself, and you see Ophelia just sitting in the gazebo, staring out into the lake. Mild breeze, rose petals. You weren't taken. This would be quite romantic.
If I weren't gay, this would still be romantic.
But if I were gay, baby, I'd give you my world.
I haven't heard that song.
Right?
Through random Stephen Lynch has appeared.
Mm-hmm. Hell, he made the D&D song. I had to shout him out eventually.
It's D&D. Anyway.
Anyways.
Hey.
pain.
You can still call me Zwei if you want.
Sigh. Trying to get you.
I know, it's a lot of changes. I should have been able to do this sooner, but honestly, I was more concerned that maybe you wouldn't have wanted to see me at all. But, you know, after everything that happened on the bridge, I guess that concern is more or less quelled.
Why did you want to see me here? You already agreed.
Because honestly, I don't know when we're going to be able to actually spend some proper time together. And even then, figured that maybe it might be best to let you know of what kind of conversation we're going to have instead of just springing it up on you when we get there.
So you invade my dreams then?
Would you rather I invade your room?
No,
That's what I thought.
because you'd be invading the palace then. They are going to make me a saint, Pain.
You still nervous about it?
I don't know anyone who wouldn't be. It is a big responsibility. The voice of light, the voice of people. You represent so much in such a little title.
What do you plan on doing? Once you become saint?
Considering the shoes I will be filling. A reformation of the Ashen Hand. Under a different name, under a different purpose.
And what would be that different purpose? And just sits kind of like right next to her. The freaking thing will just let me do that. Holy shit. There we go.
The Ashen Hand had turned into this than anything else. Wished to burn the darkness. I don't know what I'm saying.
So what is it that you want to do about that darkness? Instead of focusing on what it was, focus on you, like what you want to do with it.
Darkness and light are equals but opposites. The brighter the light becomes, the greater the shadow cast. The Ashen Hand in the way it was enforced just kept making a brighter and brighter light. Snuff out anything that was dark, but you can see it only made things worse.
Yeah. Yeah.
I hope that through my guidance can act as a much more controlled, not safer form, like candlelight. I do not wish to burn folks that are not deserving of, simply to show that there's a different way. A guiding light instead of a burning fire.
I like it. I think it's a nice idea.
It probably won't be named Ash in Hand anymore, though. I can't really think of a creative name with candlelight in it.
There's a Zemnian name, or Zemnian word, falling fire word for candlelight. You'll have to forgive me. My falling fire is not exactly good. So,
Falling fire. The legend says the gods came from a comet that cracked through the sky. The 1,000-mile crater, the 1,000-mile city. I wish for mankind to be closer to them, like the way they came to us. Made us. Where they were the great comet, I would become their shooting star. The shooting stars, maybe. What do you think?
I could see that.
I'll keep thinking.
You got some good ideas. What I was hoping to bring up in the meeting tomorrow does involve working together to try and stop Elias. And to do that, some differences need to be set aside. And I'm not talking about vampires for this one.
What does it have to do with me?
I'm hoping that maybe, perhaps with your mindset put in place, especially with you becoming a saint and all, that maybe you might be able to boost our voices in a sense for that discussion.
Oh, I'm not a saint quite yet.
But you're going to be. And you've got bold ideas. Ideas that, frankly, might have the other people of the church push back.
Unfortunately, it's not for the saints to make the call.
I know that we...
If what you're doing is what I think you're doing, you're going to have to talk to him yourself.
And how do I know he's not going to kill me on sight?
You don't. And that's why I'm worried about this.
Yeah, I'm worried about it too, which is why I was hoping that maybe a meeting with the saints, that were the people that are closest to him, before talking to him, so that there's at least a buffer between that, might make it a little bit easier. But if you're saying that I have to go in head first, oh, fuck.
The saints may all agree on what you might or might not be doing. Will be keen who makes the final decision. Especially with concerns this great.
It's not just people in Elias that are held captive. It's people from all over.
I understand that.
There's a lot riding on this, so you'll forgive me if I'm a little bit stressed about it.
I don't know, it may just be the dream, but you seem a little loose right now. More calm than you used to be.
Well, I've had some terrible influences lately. When things get to a point where they're calm, I want to tell Tora, you know, how I feel. So, hopefully all this blows over and settles, and then I can tell him.
The day where all of Eos settles. What a day that would be.
I should thank you, by the way, for taking care of William in my absence.
He's actually been doing very well.
Yeah? Well, you can tell him this. By the time that all this is over, and Elias has been dealt with, and, you know, the world's basically been saved, I'll be coming home. And then I'll be there for the rest of his life.
Actually been pretty hard at work for someone his age.
Yeah? What do you think he's working on?
Oh, I'm sure it's going to be good.
I suppose we'll find out tomorrow. It'll be good to see you again. Properly, you know?
Or
Looks like
just
the sun's about to come up.
Just like the The sun on the edge of the water starting to rise.
Sort of replacing the moon in its stead. Yeah. Hopefully things go well.
I'll see you tomorrow.
Tomorrow then. And she fades away from the gazebo. The rose petals just typhoon. They just cover your vision with red before you awake from the dream spell.
How was the dream pain?
What is this thing in my ear?
Oh, my finger. I didn't know what these things called wet willies are. I didn't really do it successfully.
Just what the fuck?
Also, I might have drawn on your face with some of the crayons I still had left.
What?
It didn't work. It didn't work very well either. Well, have a great night. As he gives him a handkerchief, wipes his face. Have a great night.
Can't say I've ever drawn on people with crayon. I don't think that really is a
No,
good
it doesn't
medium
really
for
work.
it to work. Yeah.
No.
Chaz is trying. He's like, this is not a great prank, as Tora has told me. He's like trying to draw it, trying to rub it on his face. Like, wow, he sleeps really deep.
Walk back over to Tora and just be like, "Hey, do you have a marker or something?"
Marker.
Marker.
Yeah, like some kind of like ink pen or something like that.
I've got my pen I draw my cards with, but why do you need a pen? What?
I need something to draw on metal so that I can prank joust. Because he tried to do that on me.
Great.
Yeah, gonna need paint for that. Don't have any on me.
Yeah, paint's really the only thing that's gonna stick on metal. Like, ink's just gonna smear right off.
That's the thing, is that like I don't want it to stay on forever. But yeah, you know what? No, I've got it. What we need to do is we need to get whipped cream in his hands.
Okay.
And then we get him to just wipe his face with something. But we gotta do it quietly, and we gotta do it subtly so that he doesn't notice.
See, typically you do that to someone who's asleep.
I know, and that's the thing.
Which,
He doesn't.
yeah.
I would notice you.
Hmm.
I'm a robot.
Listen, if I'm gonna come up with a harmless prank, I'm gonna do so, but God's damn if it doesn't make it very difficult. Especially on a brother like him.
You just need to get creative.
Ah,
What works for a metal man that wouldn't work normally?
that's the thing. I don't know.
Friggin'
You're the creative one, not me.
Just pour gas on him and light him on fire. That'll do. That'll be a good prank.
Oh yeah, that's a great prank.
Great. Oh, that is a good prank.
Calm down. It was just a prank, bro. The prank in question.
Just in a bed on
So-
fire.
What else did you find while I was out?
Yeah, DM, what else did I find with my 34?
Boy, howdy. Let me tell you.
Tora's just laying on a pile of gold.
You imagine that it takes a while for someone to break out of a dream. You kind of get bored just lounging back in a giant-sized bed, so did a little perusing, a bit of wandering around the palace. It was there where you found a treasure trove.
Ooh.
About 4,000 gold's worth of gemstones. In
Mage.
all the various different varieties of like rough to fine emeralds, rubies, amethyst, sapphires, pretty much all like the geodes you would find in a mine. Aside from digging for the Comet Forge, everything between them and what they've dug has been sourced back to Grazgar in some way, and he has kept his hoard of rare gems, minerals, and stones here. And more propped up and organized is some large... It's hard to call these scrolls because they are giant-sized. These scrolls, if you stood them up, would be just as tall as you.
Oh.
And they are, in fact, like, if you sort of, like, unwrapped the rope from them and unraveled these scrolls, you would see that they are written in giant. And there are 2 of these giant scrolls. And between the 2 of them, you see what appears to be a large javelin. And this sort of white-tipped point at one of the ends of it, almost like it was made of pure ivory. Give me an Arcana check.
Oh, come on.
Ugh.
Impressive.
As a nat 1 from the wizard.
At least
No!
it's been some bad rolls tonight. I'm glad it's not in combat.
He's got horny brain. He's got no thought.
Are you kidding me? He should be having post-nut clarity from this.
He's got one thought.
One thought. And it's all about the trade.
Vampire twink.
Hey DM, can I get advantage for post nut clarity?
If only,
Not-
if
There
only.
we go.
Tora, high or low?
No
We're
way.
set-
It's worse.
We're setting a dangerous precedent here, okay?
You're telling me I get advantage on my Arcana checks if I just keep... Nope, not gonna finish that sentence.
Nope. Let's not open that door. Let's not open that
I
door.
will not open Pandora's box like that. No, you do not get advantage for that.
We're open to dangerous precedents there. Definitely magic. It's magic, all right.
Definitely magic, though. All 3 of them. You might have to lug them over your shoulder for how big they are, but
Yeah, I was gonna say how
it would be like
how much of this.
it would be like dragging fully wrapped carpets.
Oh boy, like a Persian carpet cheese.
I'm guessing this might be a bit much for the bag of holding.
It would very much be so. The javelin,
Okay.
probably not, but everything else, the scrolls, yeah.
So, what'd you find?
Well, I'm gonna point over those 2 things that just kind of look like rolled up rugs are actually scrolls. They're magic, but they're written in giant, so I can't read them.
Fuck. Probably gonna need to get Alafi to read that then.
Yeah. He'll have to translate it into something I can read, so I can copy them.
Yeah.
I will retrieve the javelin.
Yep, a javelin with an ivory tip, and this the other end has these large feathers from on the end of it, like rock feathers. On further inspection, you might realize that this is just a giant's arrow.
Ooh.
Oh.
But for the sake of your guys' size, this would be a javelin.
Magic arrows.
Don't know what it does, but it's definitely magical.
The thought of giants with bows and arrows is quite terrifying. Not gonna lie.
Yeah. Yeah, glad we didn't run into them.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, you would have had to go up the mountain for that. But no, you had to take portals. They would have been cool.
Kind of a good thing.
They would have been cool,
Kind of a good thing.
guys.
I'm just saying, it's kind of a good thing.
But you'll never know how cool they were.
Now I'm just imagining the Dark Souls, like just huge bows firing at you. Like, oh!
Oh yeah, just all the Suralons.
Yeah. Knocking us off the mountain with one arrow. Just ah!
Oh, I also.
Mhm.
Nice pile of gemstones, I presume, are just extra stuff they found in the mines.
Damn.
Yeah, not a bad haul.
What do you think we're gonna do with all this money?
You know, there's part of me that's thinking new outfit. But these dwarves were slaves when they dug this stuff up.
Yeah.
I'll probably just give the gemstones just to the town, just so they can put it toward rebuilding and restructuring.
Yeah. How about this? We give the gemstones and the platinum, but we keep the one with the 1,000 gold.
Yeah, I can do that. I'll do
Okay,
that.
cool. All right. And we just divide the 1,000 gold amongst the group tomorrow, or whenever we can, whichever works.
Part of me that misses the me that would have just pocketed the whole thing.
Yeah, I know. Now we got to fucking be responsible.
Fucking morals now. What
Yeah.
happened?
Fucking hate that it's gotten in the way. On the plus side, this bed's ours now.
Yeah. Yep, I'm keeping this. Well,
Yep.
Oh yeah, let's just
keeping this while we're here.
They mark their territory.
Ew.
Well, this 1/8 of the bed is ours.
This
No,
this world
whole
hasn't
entire bed. This whole entire thing is ours.
this world hasn't invented the
Ew.
black light.
Oh no.
What does blue mean? What does blue mean? What does blue mean?
Everyone just is shaking their head. Okay. Hey guys, I invented a new light spectrum. No, just
So if Taurus from the Feywild does detect magic work?
It's the universe version of the black light.
And then,
So, excuse me while I do math and just like let these two have their moment. I'm just gonna use math to divide the 1K amongst us.
This would be 200 gold each.
Okay, 200.
5 of us. There are 5 of us. Well, you could have 400. Jess doesn't understand money.
It's 200. Yeah, 200 each. So that's fine.
So, how'd your talk go?
Went well. Went well. Ophelia's still figuring out what it is that she wants to do with her new organization in place of the Ashen Hand. But, she's got some ideas. So that's better than nothing.
Yeah. Hasn't been that long. She's got time.
Yeah. She's not a saint yet, but I'm hoping that maybe she might know some influential people that could get us to at least have a chance at talking with Keen, but really talking with Keen is like the only way that maybe any of this is going to work. Because the idea I have is just having a portion of an army from Raining Vale and a portion of like a unit from Falling Fire go together and work towards like helping the townspeople and keeping them subdued while we take care of Elias. And I mean, like, actually keep them safe and make sure that they don't hurt anybody or hurt themselves in the process.
Right. I get it. Yeah, because the whole town is going to be under her control.
Yeah, and it's very likely that she is going to use them not only as hostages but also as soldiers, which would be fucked up, but it's a possibility.
Right. I get the feeling I've got to get in touch with Sadia and my sister just to see what's going on that side.
Do you have the spells to do it, or are you tapped out for now?
That's not my department. I don't do that.
You could scry, maybe.
You could ask Drana. She sounds like 4 of those left.
I'm aware. Scrying doesn't let me. Scrying doesn't let me ask anything though. I'm just gonna have to ask Drana to relay.
Okay. Do you want to ask now, or do you want to like wait until tomorrow?
Yeah, like what time are we looking at here? Because I've been snooping. Payne's been dreaming.
Drana's been drinking and partying.
And no one's really got an official long rest yet.
I think you can wait till morning.
Waiting out in the
All right.
corner. Nope, time to be out.
If that is the case, then the rest of the evening we're a little preoccupied then.
Are we? Oh no. Oh well.
Mm-hmm.
Drana
Not the
comes
gold.
in, Jim's on this huge bed.
No, you don't.
Yeah, just toss her out. Ah!
Why is this
Go
one
football.
spot sticky?
Must have been one hell of a bed bug in here. Ugh.
The bed bugs in a giant's bed, Christ. Those are just bugs.
Gross.
So y'all get your long rest.
Yay!
Yay!
Hello, spell slots. I missed you.
Oh. Bye, Red.
Everyone gets 200 gold.
Yes, I know. I'm not taking it.
I'll
Here, one
take
sec.
Jeff's
Yeah, the
portion. I'll
net
give it to someone who
decided to have
deserves
a
it.
cup.
Okay.
Yes, do you want 200 gold or do you want to double it and
Yeah.
pass it to the next person?
I don't know what any of that means, but I guess double it. I don't know what lactose has to do with that, but okay. What? Like, boy, it just does not like me being in tabletop, it looks like.
So before we leave, we're gonna basically just like inform Malafi what we found and give the plat and the gems
Hey,
to
Salem.
the dwarves. Salem!
Welcome, Swale.
How do you say it?
Party has just liberated a dwarven city from giants, and they are doing some messaging to people. They're collecting the spoils of their battle. It is a
Getting ready to kill God.
it is literally a tying up loose ends session today.
Mm-hmm.
So you're all gonna group up. You're gonna show Laffy what you found.
Yes.
Sir Laffy, we raided the king's whole like room, I guess,
Okay.
and this is what we found: gems, platinum. This absolutely goes to the dwarves.
Cool.
The gold that we found is 1,000, and that can be split amongst us.
Got it.
Use however you want. Either keep it, give it away, whichever you want to do. I don't care. But that's what we got.
Can I give it to you, Payne?
I'm just going to keep it, but if you want to pass it on to me, I'm not going to care. That's fine.
You're my brother. You need money. I don't like it.
Eventually, you're going to
Do
learn.
you have a hummingbird feather, by the way?
You have a what?
I was asking, do you have a hummingbird feather?
I don't. Why?
Oh, no, that's all I really need. Tora? Do you? No?
What do you need a
Not on me, no.
hummingbird feather for?
Oh, just something I was working on.
Hey, God, I sent you a message.
It's something
says
important.
this?
It's mostly for you, Payne.
Yeah, no worries.
Something for you, Payne.
No worries. We're
What?
just about to wrap up.
Cool.
For me? What?
Yes,
what,
for you.
What do you mean for me? What are you talking about?
I want you to see 6 seconds into the future.
Why?
So your mind is unlocked like mine. I was going to overclock your mind.
What?
It's a spell I read. Don't worry about it.
I'm
thought it'd be
worrying
cool.
about it because you're actively pursuing this without my consent and without my knowledge. What?
Oh, I'd let you know the moment I can. I just need to find that feather.
Okay. Inform me on what this spell that you're working on is, and then ask if it's something that I would like to pursue.
Ah, you'll like it. Don't worry about it.
No, you're assuming that I will like it instead of asking me if I would.
Yep.
Which is a gross
Just like,
violation.
you'll like it. You'll like it.
Joust. You can't just keep doing this. Fuck's sakes.
That's kind of my whole MO, Payne. I do things. And
Maybe have your MO be something else, something a little bit nicer.
All
This
right.
Mo.
Don't mess with my Mo. Don't mess with my Mo. Don't meanie my Mo, Payne. But yes. So the plan is we'll take a rest, and then in the morning you want to go to Fallen Fire. What are we doing?
We're going to Falling Fire today.
Yeah.
Oh. Okay. How are we gonna get there?
Joust, do you not remember the plan from yesterday?
Not at all. No,
Why? Why do you not remember?
I was sleeping.
What? You don't
Why,
sleep.
Well, I took a very nice rest. I felt rested. It felt good, liberating a whole city of people. So I actually took it easy last night.
Sure, yeah. But that shouldn't make you forget.
Oh well, where do you want to go and fall on fire?
As you suggested, William's room.
Be cramped for us. Oh no, it's a big room. All right. Any last things we need here?
Was
I mean, other
Tora
than-
gonna show the scrolls to Alafi?
Yeah.
Oh,
Which
right.
involves a lot of dragging those on the ground.
Oh, here, I'll grab the other one for you, Tora.
Thank you.
It's like a tarp. What is this?
It's a magic scroll of some kind. 2 of them.
Like it is built like a rug wrapped in rope.
I mean, about the size of a normal scroll for a giant, though. Yeah, for us, that's gotta be fucking huge. Yeah, like a Persian rug dragging around.
Uh,
Yeah.
it's gonna be weird because Alafi's gonna have to read these, or those who speak giant, and those people who read giant will need to make the Arcana checks on Tora's behalf.
Oh no.
Oh, I got you. Let me at him.
Can't they just translate, write down what it says in a language I can read?
I mean, I could just comprehend languages on it.
4.
It's a scroll, all right.
Well, I mean, that's always been the thing with primordials. Their spells are in the form of history and storytelling. And what Alafi's reading is describing a room. A room with walls. And a ceiling. And a floor. And it is a room with no doors.
Wanna be in the room where it happened.
Tora, give me an Arcana check with disadvantage.
Because my rolls have been great today.
You got this.
Double 20. Don't worry about it.
Okay.
Okay.
20 to start. Okay,
Only
wasted a
28.
natural 20, but still 28.
28.
A room.
As you try to glean this story of a room, you figure a room without doors translating into a spell can only describe a few small things. In this case, the powerful spell Demiplane.
It's a good one.
Okay.
Demiplane is a very good one.
That's a good one. Okay. See about the other one.
Alafi, give me another Arcana
Yeah.
check.
All right, here we go.
Man,
Tabletop is
Demiplane-
frozen.
Tabletop
I
is.
see an
give it-
18.
If I remember, I think
14?
14.
Not
All right, Tora, you can make this Arcana roll again, but no disadvantage this time.
There's a
Nat
nat 20.
Wow.
Okay, let's go.
I was about to say, just roll in that 20.
This scroll describes an ancient legend of the prime primordials staring up at the sky, watching this comet fall down onto their chaotic planet. Describes them bringing their arms up and coating themselves in the chaos of their own beings. The spell Invulnerability,
Oh,
protecting themselves from the fallout of the comet landing on their planet.
oh man, some good stuff.
So, 2 scrolls, a scroll of Demiplane and a scroll of Invulnerability.
If I
It's
remember.
still in the language I can't read. How do I copy a spell to a card if I can't read the language?
Good question.
Well, how are we gonna take those with us, Tora?
That's a good question. They're a little big for the bag of holding.
That's true. I mean, I guess I could carry one on my shoulders and Alafi with the other one. We just kind of wear them like a rug, like a big scarf.
Tora, essentially,
Okay.
you would need a wizard who knows how to read Giant who can scribe the scroll for you.
That'd be expensive.
Oh, is that all? All the wizards are on the other side of the planet.
Let's just go ask a frost giant.
If there's any around here that actually know magic.
I could think of one. He was amenable to us last time we saw him.
Oh, okay. Yeah, if he's around.
Is he a wizard?
I think we're thinking of different frost giants. I mean the frost giant chief.
Hmm. You mean like the 2 seconds we met him?
The the Everlasting?
The one that took one look at us and was like, yeah, they're the real deal, and then left us alone.
We actually know if he's a wizard or not.
Hmm.
I'm confident they would help.
Aside from Giant Kind, there's probably only one other person you know who could do such a thing. Because they know everything.
Aladar.
That feels like taking the easy way out.
It would be, wouldn't it? I mean, when
what?
you're in first name basis with gods, everything sounds
mean-
pretty easy.
That's fair.
That sounds like he might need a favor if we did that, though.
Let's see. We could also ask the stone giant leader.
I mean, it sounds like a later problem. Do we need to do this night now, or
It would be a later problem if these things were easy to carry.
I mean,
Just put them somewhere. Just stash them somewhere safe.
Underneath
Come back.
Grazgar's bed? Sure.
Stuff them under there. I'm sure it'll take a month for any dwarf to find them.
Hey, look, a scroll.
Hey, look, someone put a carpet under this bed. That's weird. I think unless there's anything else really important, I believe this is where we're gonna have to end today's session.
I guess we get ready to teleport.
As
That's
you
it.
as you get ready to move on to your next destination.
Mhm.
A little abrupt, but I know there's things that are going on. So a heavy roleplay session this session, guys. But thank you all so much for being here.
Let's go.
I always
A
appreciate
roleplay
y'all.
session well earned.
Indeed. After the fight with Primordial Grazgar, yeah, you've earned a little downtime. But yeah, everything's set for that, and we will see you all next week for some more scheduled conflicts. Thank you, Stream Elements, for reminding us at the very last minute this is an 18+ stream. Bye.
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 Bye.